So, guess we'll play a little Dungeons and Dragons. It's been a bit.
Oh, hell yeah.
For John, it's been a long while.
John.
Yeah, I've had fucking quite the
Look at
show
that
the last
beard.
couple weeks.
Yeah. Coming out of his
Can I
cave,
just
doing just fine.
unrelated, but can I say it's really funny that I typed a little comment on the most recent one saying like, "Wow,
Yeah.
this episode sucks because I'm not in it," and Joel said something along the lines of "Get your priorities straight," and I laughed because the day you sent that video, my wife was in the hospital. So I was like, "All right, I guess so."
Nice one, Joel. Nice
Yeah,
one.
Joel.
Check.
What a taskmaster.
I stand by what I've said.
Wow.
1000%. Your Dungeons and Dragons game that you play every other week should take priority
Very high.
over your
priorities.
wife and unborn child.
They're fine, by the way.
Wow.
Well, I feel like a shithead.
No, I'm just fucking.
Cool. We'll start on that one.
it.
Instead of Kat being the one called
Hey.
out on that, it's me. Oh, shit.
It's
My mic just-
you.
Beautiful.
He's getting too excited.
It just popped out.
Had to oust him.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Welcome back to Descent into Avernus as I watch my light and hopefully it doesn't fall again.
Neat.
We're in hell. It sucks just as much as we'd expect hell to suck. Mostly blood sucking on Harmon's Hill. That was a time. We attempted to save someone, and in a cascade of other nonsense, we ended up saving no one. Except for ourselves.
I mean, we technically saved him, but then murdered him.
Yeah,
That's the best kind of safe.
did go take a vampire, remove him from the tree that he was bound to, which pissed off the man Haruman himself, who came to murderize you. Fortunately, you're all ridiculously powerful, and I've
We
got to
gave him an
find a
Uno
way.
reverse.
I
Wasp.
gotta find a way to do something about that.
2 Harrimans.
Yeah. Yeah, Haruman's, and it's gonna have the S first and then the apostrophe, so you know it's plural.
The horse did get away.
The horse, yeah, well, yeah.
We didn't kill that, so there's something.
We'll murder it like
The horse is gonna gain sentience. and
Coming
he's
back
gonna
with
come
revenge for its
back.
master.
So after a little bit of downtime, the defeat of Haruman, and the freeing of the souls bound to each of the iron trees, Lulu did some thinking. Because apparently Haruman's Hill was not the location that she needed to be in to find the sword. She came up with a plan. Well, 2 plans. One about devils and one about demons. The group decided that we were going to pursue a path of demons towards the spawning trees southwards of Haruman's Hill, way down here. On the way, however, we did become a bit sidetracked by an enormous, somewhat papery-looking structure off towards the east. We ran into one of those hell wasps in Haruman's Hill that did try to grab Lulu and abscond with her, and it seems that we have found the nest from which that hell wasp had come. A gigantic sack of wet, papery material floats high above the surface of hell. Angelic figures with feathery wings stick to its surface like flies in amber. Their bodies struggle futilely underneath layers of gunk, and iron chains at the bottom of the structure tether it to the hellish landscape. This is where we find ourselves. You guys parked some 300, 400 feet out from the structure. A couple of these hell wasps crawling over the surface of the hive, and a decision having been made previously, we'll see if it sticks for today, to see if we can't save any of these celestial beings stuck in the hive. And that's where we begin. So what would you all like to do?
Never
So,
did
wait,
like
did it-
these.
It does seem like the wasps, some of them had seen us and were coming towards us.
It does look like they were taking a look. None of them are moving very far from the hive itself, but definitely like you know, they come out a couple hundred feet, like take a look and then go back. It definitely looks like they're sticking towards the hive. Roll me a nature check. I would love to see how much you understand about how this functions.
7.
A 7. You know nothing about hives, unfortunately.
We did notice that Cyrus went in and they tried to follow him, but then once a certain distance, they just gave up. And
Correct.
Got out of their aggro range.
He drove the motorcycle away.
The devil's right.
Faster than they could fly, and so they made the decision to stick to the hive. So there's probably a very particular reason for that we would understand, but okay.
Wait, can I do a nature check to see how much I remember about bees and wasps?
Sure.
Lovely. This does have a purpose. Where is... Sorry, getting used to dark mode. 10.
Yes. A 10. How much you remember about bees and wasps? Slightly more than what Francis remembers, which is pretty much nothing. But you
the
do...
thing that I'm
Yeah, go ahead.
wondering is... And I think it's... maybe it's just me pleading my case, but I think it's fairly common knowledge that beekeepers and whatnot use smoke to sedate bees, right? And like removals and stuff, they smoke bees
Sure.
out and wasps. So Hugo's wondering about if firing the smoke canister from his new rifle at the hive would have a similar effect.
I think you would understand that it might have the same effect. Again, these are not prime material plane wasps. You're not
of course.
sure
Yeah,
of
I have
like
no idea
their
about that. Yeah.
specific properties. But the hive is very large. So the smoke canister may clear a particular area if it was to work like that, but it's definitely not enough. Like when you imagine a beekeeper outside of Baldur's Gate or whatever, when you went to a meadery or something, right? They pour a lot of smoke into the area to sedate the bees. You have one canister at the moment, and it only covers a certain amount of area, right?
It does.
Pretty good amount, but not the size of the hive. Like you can see from 400 feet away, the hive is immense. As for anything else you might remember about this, wasps and bees must range for food, and so a majority of the hive might be away. So the ones that are here are likely tasked with defending the hive, which is why they won't pursue overly far.
Joel, I have a question.
Yes.
You said that the hive is tethered to the ground with
It
a
is.
giant chain.
Very
So
similar
is it
to
like
the
a
ones like
balloon that's
Elturel.
like
Yeah.
will float away if
So yeah,
If it's cut.
we're not. Unfortunately, with the nature tech, that doesn't tell you why this hive is particularly floating, but it does seem to be tethered
Why don't
to
you
the
nature check?
surface by chains.
I'll try nature. 16.
Mostly, beehives and wasp hives don't float, so this is a really weird occurrence.
Yeah.
It is chained, much like Elturel being dragged down. This one seems to be struggling to go up.
Okay. Gotcha. So probably if the chain wasn't cut, it wouldn't just go up.
It does. I mean,
Okay.
the chain does seem taut, right? Like being pulled upwards.
Is it a thick chain? Can
Yeah,
we, like,
very,
see it in
very,
the base of...
very similar to the ones from Elturel.
Okay.
Where Elturel had like 8
That
of
we
them.
walked
This one
on.
just has like 1. Yeah. So it's got the
Got it.
same like black iron spikes sticking off of it and stuff like that. Probably is going to burn the hands if we decide to touch it. That kind of thing.
Okay. Good to know.
Look, I'm not one for advocating on the side of cowardice, but there is certainly a case to be made for actually perhaps not, getting distracted from our primary objective.
Well, the angels could help. Also, we do have essentially a big armored vehicle that has weapons on it. I can be a distraction by blitzing around, and then you guys can take the weapons and like zzz the bees.
Technical term.
And then we would climb all the way up there.
once the evil insect creatures are defeated, then we could go from there.
But what if some of them need to eat? They might not all be there. It could be an ambush when we get up there and a bunch of them come back.
Right, but you all are in an armored vehicle, and I'm faster than they are.
Yes, no, I mean when we have to go, we've cleared them out. We've cleared out the ones that are here, and then we're climbing, and we're open, out in the open, up top.
Well, a couple of us could stay in the vehicles as support.
We can certainly try.
Pardon my ignorance for not remembering, but the angels relative to the giant hive, they're not like in the hive, are they?
Like stuck to the outside, aren't they, or something?
Angelic
Yeah, what we can
figures
see.
with feathery wings stick to its surface like flies in amber, their bodies struggling futilely underneath layers of gunk.
Thank you.
They are
Joel
built
with his fancy
into
amber fly trap.
they are built into the hive.
So how would we get those out, for one? I mean, I have a crowbar and some pitons, but I don't think that that'll be particularly useful.
So, the one thing I can think of is that me and Francis can go invisible. So we could just try to get up there and try to yank them out with them not even knowing.
I do not know enough about insects to know if they can smell things.
Neither do I.
Joel's like,
I don't fucking know.
I mean, I'd be up for trying that at least. It might be a bit safer.
and then if something goes wrong, light it up is essentially.
Problem
Okay.
with lighting it up, isn't it hurting the angels? Literally lighting it up?
Well, I mean, just shoot at the wasps, not the angels.
Yes.
I see. Just don't use any fire spells. Got it.
I mean, we don't know what it makes. It might not be flammable.
I mean, the dungeon master specifically said paper-like.
Smart.
Inflammable means flammable?
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem hunkering down and using one of the weapons in the grinder if this is what we're planning to do. We should save angels if we can.
Joel, how, from the distance that we're at, can I try to, guesstimate how long it would take to, climb up the chains?
Sure. It is. You're pretty good at math. Just roll me an intelligence check.
11.
Yeah, 11's fine. It looks to be about 100 feet above the surface. Kind of guesstimating from your distance here and the distance to the hive and the height of the hive and that kind of thing. Climbing the chains, remembering how long it took to go down Elturel's chains, it's going to take a little bit, but 100 feet is much easier to climb than the Elturel's 300. So,
Okay.
not overly bad. From the side, though, it looks like there are a few entrances on the side of the hive, but you have seen, upon observing for a while, that some of the wasps have been entering and exiting from the bottom of the hive as well. So it does seem that there might be entrances directly next to the chain,
The chains.
which seems convenient.
Yeah. Convenient.
Yeah.
This thing is made to be explored. Good lord.
Well, Francis, do you think that you're up for a climb? I know that we had some issues last time with
I mean, it's not my favorite thing to do in the world, but I am happy to try.
Okay. I think that's probably our best shot, is just to go in sneakily, or if it doesn't work, we'll come back out and we'll reassess our plans.
Of course.
Okay. Francis, let's get going, I guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast invisibility when we...
I also cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. for the next hour. Yeah, you will be invisible as long as you do not attack, cast a spell, or take damage.
It's take damage?
I think so. We'll double check.
Concentration.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because it's concentration. So you can attempt to concentrate.
Oh yeah, it says it target. Spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
But it is also a concentration spell, so when you take damage, you have the potential
Yes.
to lose. Yes.
Potential, yes, but not like it
Not
just
immediately.
goes off immediately. Because I was just like, we're
don't
gonna
get
burn
stunned.
us.
Yeah,
Well,
just
no, when we
don't get hurt.
climb- When we climb, it's gonna burn us.
Mm-hmm.
Use mittens.
We'll be fine.
Use oven mitts.
Use oven mitts.
Francis doesn't even have one arm. He only has to concentrate half his off.
No, because it's if I remember,
It's
like
it's an area thing. It is
Yeah.
the corruption of the iron
right.
itself is what's damaging rather than touching it. Yeah, okay. You are both invisible and make your way to the base of the hive, the buzzing becoming louder as you do so, as well as the disparate moans of various celestial bodies attached to the hive itself.
Oh, I figured it'd be more like a.
What do you think, Joel? You're the.
No, they're all just singing the Halo theme.
But like really pained.
Yeah, sounds like 5 versions of the Halo theme playing at different times.
it's a dark halo.
Oh god.
Get it? Haha.
So approaching the enormous iron chain of infernal iron strapping this hive to the surface. Each chain link is roughly 30 feet long, 20 feet wide, and formed of a welded loop of infernal iron 5 feet thick.
We begin to climb.
This is an athletics check.
Nice.
Each of the chain links are covered in 1 foot long iron barbs, making it relatively easy to climb. The check is not very high, but again, this is not the check that we're worried about. 11, Francis. Okay.
Athletics.
Doing well. Yes, an athletics check.
Nat
Nat 20. Perfect. So,
not what I
as you
wanted, but-
begin the ascent, both of you are doing fine. The athletic checks, again, easy enough. The foot-long iron spikes make these rather purposefully climbable. I'm not sure why people here in Avernus have decided to build their chains in such a fashion, but here we are. But prolonged contact and being within the area of these chains themselves, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I also think like we would probably going at a quicker pace, like if possible.
Yep, that's fine. You're doing that.
17.
The con save is still there. It
You
is.
got that one, Joel.
You did get a natural one. You each take 3d6. Fortunately, just 6 points of necrotic damage. V will take the half at 3. As you continue to climb up,
So do we? What? Sorry, do
Yeah,
we
do
need
we
to do
have
our
to do
so it's like a Constitution saving throw again
yes,
for the concentration.
yes, it'll be a DC 10 for the concentration. So you're
Okay,
both
we
fine.
Maintain
You
concentration.
maintain concentration on the invisibility as you continue to climb, which is fortunate, right? Like, it doesn't seem that the wasps have been able to notice you just yet.
Just
Either
for my reference, like how far back are we with the demon grinder?
400 feet
Mm,
from the base, so quite a ways.
Okay.
They've been gone for a while by this time, right? And you don't know where they are, so you're all just kind of like hanging out at the demon grinder, waiting.
That's my favorite thing to do. That's fine.
I'm sure we'll hear a thunder
I'll hear
cannon.
the scream. Yeah.
Something banana bread. It'll be fine.
As you continue to ascend the chain, I'll need one more Constitution saving throw for the iron. Again, the athletics check was fine. You definitely are making it up there. That's another nat 1.
Joel.
That is 16 points
Oh!
of necrotic damage and 8 for V, because a 10 just makes it.
Oh! Another nat one.
Why? Francis,
Ow.
why?
Francis, on the last of
Flannery!
the last of the chain links, I do believe, like, with your athletics being slightly lower than V is probably leading the way. at the like midpoint of the last chain link, you feel that necrotic burn, and then your invisibility just winks out.
God.
What do you want to do?
Cast it again.
Cast it again. All right, hang on.
I love the idea of just a little Francis just going like, like pulling.
Yeah, you're just like you're there, and then you notice yourself, and like you look up and you see like a wasp starting to climb out of the bottom hole there, and then you have to cast it again to just wink out.
All the wasps are just like,
What is this? So fortunately, I'll behind the DM screen, that wasp rolled a natural 1 on its perception check.
Oh, wow.
It has no
They're
fucking
buddies.
clue that you're there. And so you wink back out of existence, right? Invisible again. Fortunately,
That's
avoiding
ones.
the ire of this wasp that, like, you watch literally crawls out of the hole, V, right next to you, and then goes over the surface of the hive.
I like to think it's like a guard in an RPG. It's just like, who's there?
Must have been the
been
wind.
that
Must have been the wind. Fucking hate that.
"Oh,
They're
maybe
looking
it's
at their
the cloud
murdered
district
friend
very
on the
often."
ground.
Yeah.
Must have been the wind. It's like, no, I stabbed him. Please recognize
Some
this.
Sharp wind.
Oh,
I still can't believe Francis got 3 nat 1s in a row.
yeah.
That wasn't in a row.
Well,
Well, it's
you
nearly
got
in a
three.
row.
You got 3 now
More or
ones.
less. Close enough together that there's a weird thing going on.
So you are able to ascend inside the bottom of the hive. Inside which, you can see that it seems mostly clear in here, though there is discarded gear amongst the gory effluvia expelled from the wasps' devoured captives. And the bottom floor here is, rather narrow, as this is an oval shape hive here. The bottom floor is a little smaller. That being said, I mean, we might as well. Francis, do you have dark vision?
No, Joel, I don't.
No one in the party does.
B, do you
I
have,
am-
dark
I'm a
vision?
mere
I have
human.
dark vision.
I have dark vision.
do
I'm
you?
half elven.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
B, you don't have dark vision either, huh?
I do not.
It's dark as fuck in here.
Wait,
Okay.
you didn't program yourself some heat vision?
No.
You gotta program yourself some night vision goggles.
I've given away my sword. That is now gone, okay?
I
That's
am
on you.
talking
She
about.
was to not equip herself. She was nice.
So, it's
Yes.
very dark in here.
Very dark.
You can kind of feel your boots sticking to the bottom of the hive here. Little sucking sound amongst the pluvia. I fucking love that word, by the way.
Good word.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? There's
Is
just
it,
a
like,
little bit
super
of
dark.
Yeah, so you've had to you crawl up this tunnel some 15 feet into a chamber. The light from the outside here through that tunnel is gone, right? It has faded away and does not assist you in this particular chamber.
Oh, I don't want to do this.
Time to light it up.
V's going to take out one of her square boxes that she has with the light. And she's going to take it, and she's going to turn it on and chuck it to the corner, the very corner, like super as far away from her as she can inside of it.
Roll me a d8 because you have no idea what direction that is.
Well, I just pick I just pick as she just takes it and just chucks it as much
Right.
as she possibly can.
Right. I want to know what wall it hits
Oh, okay.
because you don't know where
3.
you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine. She picks a
1,
direction.
2. It ends up over here. What is the radius on this?
Let me double check.
Like 20/20? 20 light, 20 bright, 20
Yeah,
dim?
something like that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read. I think so. Otherwise.
And for V,
Can't find it.
Francis,
Sorry.
you guys get a little map.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, great.
Itty bitty. I can't find it. I can Google it. It's one of the things I have.
Meanwhile, in the demon grinder.
Yeah.
Hey, Hugo.
Yeah,
You know
I
any
mean,
good
you might as well.
jokes?
Yeah. let's go back to the demon grinder and see what everyone else is doing.
I'm afraid I hang out with Francis most of the time, so my sense of humor is entirely extinguished at this point.
Yeah.
What about you, Barnabas? To put you on the spot, know any good jokes?
Actually, I do know one. But it really has a lot of build-up to it, a good backstory. When I was alive, my friends used to tell me all the time that, Barnabas, you're so funny. You're so funny. Have you ever thought about doing stand-up comedy? And I would tell them, oh, no, I couldn't dare do it, you know. And they're like, but Barnabas, you're so funny. You're so clever. You're always on your toes. He looks down and doesn't have toes. Well, I used to be. And they would always encourage me about doing stand-up comedy. But I eventually just had to tell them that, I prefer sitting.
I enjoyed that. That's very good.
Right.
That was very well.
Come to think of it, I do have one actually. It's a human, a half-elf, and whatever it is that Cyrus is, walk into a bar. But Barnabas just floats over it.
Nice.
I do know how to fly.
There we go. See, I thought you'd enjoy that one.
That's good. That was right. That's, wow. I really wonder how V and Francis are doing. It's really odd that we have no way to communicate with them.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
I
do.
actually remembered when they were like mostly up the chain that I can actually talk psychically to them, but I'd have to set it up beforehand. Silly
Oh,
me.
well, we probably should have done that then, huh?
We probably should have, really, shouldn't we? Instead, we're kind of just listening to the inevitable
It,
sounds.
it would
of
have been
panic.
really nice if there was someone like beyond the world that could have reminded us about these things, but you know, sometimes we
know.
have to let people struggle.
Unfortunately, you know, gods and masters and like that are just a letdown most of the time, really, aren't they?
Not wrong! Absolutely not wrong!
I love you, Joel. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
So I found out
Mm-hmm.
it's a 5-foot radius.
Oh, hell yeah. Total?
Oops.
Total.
That's
Oh,
that's like a
yeah,
half a
there it
candle.
is.
Nice.
Look at your map. Yes.
Great. Wait,
You see
my
nothing.
map.
Yeah, you guys should be on a map.
Exactly.
On the bottom right-hand side of this one, you'll have two locations that have some light to it. This one now has significantly less. But you will be able to see yourselves in the hive, question mark, because there's no light?
I mean, I see the little spot. I see where I am.
Yes,
That's about the extent of my vision.
exactly.
Yep.
It is dark in here.
Should we just keep our hands pressed to the wall and move forward?
I guess I would be whispering and stuff and be like, we might want to go back and reassess things. It's much darker in here than I thought it would be.
Okay.
What do you think?
I mean, I think we should
think
at
we
least
should
take a
keep
little
try-
look forward.
Okay, Francis. I trust you. And then she's gonna, I guess, keep moving. We're gonna go towards, do we hear any of the sounds of like
Roll me a
moaning or-
perception check.
Okay.
Just imagine them like flicking a light on,
13.
and it's just covered. The walls are just
It's
covered.
just with walls there.
Well, like the wasps, they're just like sleeping like board cubes. Like they're just blinds.
A 13. Okay. Do you guys mind like turning off your advantages and disadvantages and things and resetting back to normal? So there's not two
Sure.
rolls every time. And Francis,
How
do
do
you
I
want to
do
roll one as well?
Oh,
It is
sorry.
top of your character sheet, next to where it says core bio spells, there should be toggles there that say normal, advantage, and disadvantage. That is a performance check, Francis.
Whoops.
It's okay. We'll take the raw roll. What is the bonus to? Never mind.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It was the
I'm pretty
same
sure it's
roll
the
both
same
times.
roll.
Same,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's the same roll. It's a 10.
A 10.
All right. As you do this thing, you make this box, you throw it over, and it makes a squelching sound as it impacts the wall and then the floor, emitting its 5-foot radius of light. You hear a from behind you, as well as from across the way. Unfortunately, you can't see anything.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hello? Is someone there?
That's what I just said.
Are you a vision? Are you real?
I'd say we're real, yes.
Yes, let's keep our voices down. We're trying to rescue you.
Where are you? Are you on the walls?
I. And then silence.
Okay, do we know the general direction of where that came from?
Yeah, well, yep, it's back here somewhere. Not
Yeah,
3 feet from you.
I guess I would go towards that, Joel, with my hand, like, walk slowly with my hand tentatively out.
Sure. You
Searching
walk
for a person.
slowly, tentatively out,
Same, I guess.
and you touch the wall as you get there. Your hand sinking into the squelchy goodness of the hive and contacting something wet and sticky, and you're not really sure. And you feel some like gooey, squelchy substance.
Goo.
A lot of gooey, squelchy stuff in here.
Yeah,
Just hear it.
roll me a perception check.
Lumpy goo. Squelchy.
Oh, okay. And what you think might be a rib bone.
Nice. Are you still there? Can you... I try to find you.
As you maneuver your hand about, you note that it seems their entire torso has been ripped open, as you find each of the remaining rib bones there.
Oh.
Hard to tell anything else, though, again, because it's really dark.
Can I move my hand up their torso to try and like feel a face?
Yes,
So,
you
and
find
search for a pulse, I guess.
you find a neck somewhat outside of the wall. The half of the face does seem to be in the wall of the hive itself. You're able to feel part of it there. There's no pulse.
I think he just died right in front of us.
Oh. At this point, I think V's gonna like kind of, we're still invisible. She was gonna say it louder. Is there anyone else still here, alive?
There is no response.
No response.
I don't know about this anymore, V. Should we keep moving?
Francis, I don't know if there's anyone here that's going. That guy disintegrated.
Maybe we should go back.
I think so. Yeah, I think we're heading back down. I think we're out. We go towards the exit.
Yeah, where is that?
Joel!
We can retrace our steps. We are smarter than that, Joel.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Come on.
I'm not.
Yeah, so it's like Trescott might not be able to.
Nat 1.
I got an 18.
Okay.
As V almost steps directly over the tunnel that would drop them out of the hive, Francis, you hold out a hand and say, "Careful." You're able to guide each other back into the tunnel to back your way out of the nest.
I don't want to metagame, but would he know because I'm still invisible next to him?
That's true.
I'm assuming
To
you're
make-
like kind of like doing that thing where every once in a while you just like make sure the other person's there.
Hold
a
the
rather
rope between
dangerous-
us, children.
Dangerous
Okay.
situation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I suppose.
Yeah, like, or like, he holds on to your cloak or something, just like, just to be sure. Again, it's very dark, and no one
Okay.
seems to want to turn a light on here. So
What do you mean light? If we're in a wasp nest.
yeah, you
There's-
have torches.
hit the light.
Torches.
I'm too scared.
Magic.
Now,
It's a
Joel.
bad
I don't,
idea.
And
I don't feel
I'm
like
pretty
it's like-
sure
I don't-
one of you has dancing lights. Just
Nope.
I feel like we've made a mistake.
okay. That's fine.
Don't really.
I want out. I want out.
Okay. You back your way down the tunnel and to the chains.
Okay.
And then begin to work your way down the chains. I need athletics checks.
How much is the chains right? How is 100 feet? you said?
100 feet.
Okay.
Roughly 3 and a little bit of change of those really large links together.
Francis,
Well,
what are your
I
rolls?
rolled a 7, Joel.
Oh. Francis, hands, feet, and body covered in the gross goo of the hive. Your foot hits the first of the spikes, and you slip. You begin to fall.
100 feet's a lot of d6.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Does he scream when he?
I
he
don't know.
falls?
Francis, what do you
I
do as
imagine-
you
I
slip and
imagine-
fall?
Fuck, this dark one. Fucking
Whoopsie.
thing. So it would be it's a +6 to dex I have, so it would be a 19.
A 19. You fall 30 feet and are able to catch one of the spikes before it impales you on the way down. You do take 11 points of falling damage as you hit the
Okay.
iron.
I mean, I will say, Joel, just not to. I would have audibly yelled as I fell a bit. Like I would say, I would be that composed.
Sure. You
So-
yell out. How
Francis!
loudly, Francis?
I don't know, like a. Ah!
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And you hit the spike on the second chain. And V, you look up, and it seems that some wasps have come to investigate the sound.
Well, does he have a Constitution saving throw?
He does
for
need
yes,
one.
invisibility? Let's do that one first because that'll
Okay.
change things.
You maintain, for the moment, your invisibility. The wasps take to buzzing and flying about, looking for the sound that they just heard.
So I look down. I would look down and see that he's not on the ground, like visible again.
There's
just
no
splattered.
splat. Yeah.
Like there's no, and I guess I would quicken my pace going down. I would probably be a little less careful and just going down to try to like see where he is.
Okay. Roll me a con save for the spikes and their necrotic energy.
20.
Okay. And I need another con save for concentration and another con save for Francis for, again, the necrotic of the spikes. Okay, you each
17.
take the half. You'll take 6 points of damage, and I need con saves for concentration. V, you had the 24. Francis, that is a 5.
Francis.
They call him the visible man.
Francis, it seems that this was a little bit too much for you to maintain concentration, and the invisibility fails.
I just want to cast that again, Joel. If I can. I assume that the wasp might have
They're
been looking
looking now,
because I
though.
also only have 7 HP from all the fucking damage I've taken from these bloody chains.
Yeah,
Real talk. Did he scream loud enough for any of us to hear?
you are 400 feet away.
I have
mean,
no concept of scale. I don't know how
You'd be-
far that is
To be
really.
fair, we got easy blasted in the demon grinder
That's
as well. We
what,
probably
almost
dosed
half a mile?
So 5,280 feet is a
Half a
mile,
mile.
so that's not
Oh,
even
sorry,
close.
kilometers?
You're an engineer.
Shut up. I don't do imperial. Shut up.
So it
Fuck
is
the foot.
100 feet longer. So it's a football field and a third. is
Yeah,
the
we
distance
really
away.
don't-
It
Yeah,
wasn't
that.
like a blood curdling. It was just like a ah!
And he's
Yeah.
Yeah,
up in
but-
the air as well. We
He's also up in the air. And also, when you're in Avernus, there's always the constant screaming, the constant sounds of battle, and literal meteors going off in various locations around you.
True.
To be, you
I
become
feel-
acclimatized to screams, really.
I
Maybe.
feel like they would be looking at the thing though, because there's nothing else to do, and they said, to pay attention to it. So when he went visible both
Sure.
times, I feel like people would
Roll
have
me.
noticed.
Yeah, okay. Roll me a perception check. He's very small against the large
They are.
iron
Yeah.
chains.
That's true.
I'm too busy
Trying to give it the benefit of the
talking to
doubt.
Barnabas.
Barnabas is telling great jokes. Joel
Never
doesn't know
done it.
any, but Barnabas does.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if Trescott would be looking.
yeah, I mean,
So-
actually,
so here's the-
disregard
here's-
my-
Inside the demon.
Right.
grinder.
So here's the
Disregard my
thing:
roll, 'cause I'd be
if you're
inside,
in the
yeah.
demon grinder, you have no idea.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
disregard my role because I would be inside. I'm not going to be on the outside where these literal things called hell wasps can see me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would
Barnabas
be inside.
would have. I would have put back I would have made sure Barnabas was still on the bike.
So how was Barnabas telling people jokes?
I
Barnabas
took
is allowed
him. I
in the
took him
demon
in, and we were chatting for a second. Well, it was early, and then I was like, I should go back outside. I'm taking Barnabas with me.
Are you saying that because you want Barnabas to roll a perception check?
Yes, but also he's the one who operates my harpoon, so I do need him on the
stretch.
vehicle, or else I can't.
He rolls
I
a
would
9.
be making sure. Yeah, I mean that's totally fine.
He rolls a 9.
I more so wanted him on there because he's the only way I can attack.
All right.
So, Francis
Francis.
and V,
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
roll me some initiative.
Oh. Fuck's sake. I'm gonna die. I'm
Yeah.
going to die.
Craig,
Buzz,
welcome to
buzz,
my
man.
life in every campaign we've ever been in.
I literally do like, I start on my whiteboard, I'm like, campaign premise, number 1, kill John. Number 2. That's the goal.
Okay. Hanging on the chains, both the
We're
Hell
halfway
Wasps
down.
come. Well, Francis is halfway down. You started making your way down more quickly, so you're still some 15 feet
Still up.
above
Okay.
him, right? Holding on to the chains here. Francis, having just righted himself, gotten to this point, taking the necrotic damage. Now, his invisibility gone, the wasps swoop down towards him. He's the only one they can see, right? So they immediately go to him and attempt to sting him. Is a 21 and a 19 to hit.
Goodbye, Francis.
Hi, Francis.
Both hit, Joel. Both
I
hit.
need 2 Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
Those have gone so well so far.
Francis,
You actually just got Crimson Rot in D&D. What?
you
so
take a total of 16 piercing and 9 fire damage, and you are poisoned.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay. The wasps gather Francis up in their long
fuck off.
sword talons,
No!
and with their 60-foot fly speed, fly back to the hive.
I feel like I would be watching all of this, but
You see it all
Yes.
happen, but it is
Okay.
15 feet away from you.
yeah.
And
mean,
they
I
fly
could-
up, and they are crawling back into the hive. Francis
So
in tow.
Joel, I'm just asking as a general player, is that I do can I blink to him?
That is a bonus action, right?
Yes.
And no, you cannot, because it is not
It's
your
not my turn, yes, fine.
yet.
Okay.
So they are up at the entrance to the hive when it is your turn.
I would. Oh god. Okay. I would. Can I take a dash action to get down off of, or to run down from the chains? Is it like climb speed? Does that change it? I've actually no idea.
So climb speed, if you do not have a specified climb speed, is half your normal speed.
Okay.
Which means you can go 30 feet. And I need another Constitution saving throw for the necrotic damage of the spikes.
Okay.
Okay. 24, and then give me one for concentration as you take 5 points of necrotic damage.
14.
Okay, you maintain the concentration. And that is the end of your turn as you dash, or you can use your bonus here. You're still 30 feet from the ground.
I would like to use my bonus to get to the ground.
So how do you do that?
With my boots. That doesn't count as a spell, I believe.
Okay, how far do the boots
to the
get
ground. 30 feet.
Okay, so they will fully get you to the ground on this turn. Okay, and you are off the spikes and off the chains.
Wrong. It was 15. I just looked at it.
Okay, so you
15,
take
so
a
I'm mostly
10-foot fall for 5 more points of falling damage and another
That's
con
fine.
save.
Okay. I would do that. 8.
You become visible as you hit the ground.
Okay.
Invisibility is gone.
My
Fortunately
time's
for
over,
you,
so-
though, it seems that maybe they got what they came for. You're also 100 feet below the hive now.
Okay.
Francis, you are unconscious, poisoned, paralyzed, and unaware
Nice.
of any of your surroundings. V, you're at the bottom of the hive, now visible. And I think as you become visible at the bottom of the hive here, passive perception-wise, I do think, Cyrus, you might notice a heavily armored object at the base of the hive.
I would like to attempt to look, like, kind of, and see if I can see if there's kind of two bodies, if it blends all into just being one. I'm essentially just like trying to be like,
Is Francis there?
too?
Yeah, as you look, V, what are you doing?
I'm waving, essentially, the group down.
You see V waving and no sign of Francis.
All right, I'm going to yell at the meat grinder, be like, "We gotta go. Follow me," and I'm gonna freaking.
Okay.
Dude, I gotta go fast.
I guess you drive.
Yeah, Francis was the driver here.
I suppose I saw him doing it a little bit. I can give it a go.
We would make the assumption that everyone learned how to, because otherwise it would be very silly. Everyone knows how to operate the machine.
All right, I'll jump in the driver's seat then.
And you begin to drive towards the hive?
Yep. No other alternatives, I suppose.
Perfect.
Away from the hive. See you later.
Yeah. All right, roll me some initiative as the Devil's Ride, the Demon Grinder, and you know what, V, let's put you back on it, because as they crank up these machines, and they spew and sputter their weird black-blue smoke as you burn souls inside the furnaces, and go roaring towards the hive, of course the wasps are gonna notice.
I'm not a fan of Avernus.
It's not the most pleasant place, is it?
No. I would like to, I don't know if I can or I have to wait for my turn, but I'd like to man the harpoon station.
You can already, you can be on the harpoon station. That's fine.
Nice.
You can just be there, right?
Oops.
Oh. I also
Yes.
wanted to be known for anyone that's in the comments that I could have used Flash of Genius. Francis's rolls have just been that low that it
They've
didn't
been
matter
pretty
any
low.
single
Yeah,
moment.
he's
Just so you
shit
know,
the entire
I
thing.
did look at every
All
single
right,
time.
Craig is just crap. Like,
Yeah, he's actually
None
bad
of
at
the
rolling
Craig,
the
were
dice.
actually
Craig, you're
useful.
not crap. This is great storytelling.
Great. Oh, love it. That's what I'm here for.
I do need
Oh,
V
I did
another
oops.
initiative.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, I did a oops.
You're fine.
Cyrus is supposed to have 24. The bike though has a 15.
The bike has a. We'll just put you. We'll put you at 24, and you're on the bike. It's fine.
Okay.
All good. As you get closer, again, the initiative would really take off when you're about 200 feet away here. So V, you have like a free action before anything really happens. Is there something you want to be doing? As you now note your friends are roaring towards you in their vehicles.
I feel like I would just be like watching if is there any like wasps outside the nest that are just
Yeah, so the ones that are like kind of crawling over the surface now, as the two machines get closer, they absolutely do notice and like fly off the hive and start to observe the situation. There are two of them out here.
I think V would use shatter, like neck with the two at the very top.
So I mean they're pretty far apart. So you could definitely hit one of them.
Okay.
Right? Like they were crawling on the hive.
Together.
No. So like they're crawling on the hive. They now see these large machines coming their way, kicking up dust. There's smoke. There's noise. They've now flown off of the hive. They're still up at hive level, right? And they're watching all of this come towards them. So you have an action here that you can perform while your friends are approaching and before they notice you.
Gotcha. I would probably just use cure wounds on myself during that time.
Sure. So go ahead and roll that. Yep, for 8. Top yourself up a little bit. And this would bring us to the actual top of the turn order.
Actual thing. Yeah.
Okay? So Cyrus here on the Devil's Ride. Barnabas strapped to the front. Roaring forwards here. You do see the two wasps, again, like 100 feet up in the air, right? 120 feet, right? Because the hive itself is also very large. Flying there. And it does seem that, like, they've noticed you, they've noticed the Demon Grinder, and they've noticed V, right? They seem to be taking stock of that situation. They're like long, sword-like appendages gnashing in the air. What do you want to do?
Could I?
You're still 200 feet out from the base, as a note.
Oh, okay. Then I would just be driving forward. I would just be trying to get as close as possible. And then I was wondering if I was able to just like throw, because I have to use my action to helmet.
Yes.
I was wondering if I could have. Well, I guess the issue is that it would be an action. Yeah, I guess it would be an action, so I wouldn't be able to. I was just thinking like shoot off a sunbolt, not aiming at anything, because I very obviously would not be able to do that. But just throwing things around.
Attempting to create a distraction?
Essentially.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right, cool. So once I get closer, I would just kind of throw it haphazardly. Since
the Devil's Ride has 120 feet of movement. If you utilize your action to like crank this bad boy and get there, you can get there like 2V right now.
Oh, okay. I'm doing that.
That's you have a 240-foot move speed.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So you get to V. Do you stop? What do you do?
I do the cool thing where I'm just like, screw it, get on.
Okay.
I mean, I get on.
Okay.
It's so much fun with this freaking motorcycle, dude.
So
it's so good.
And I say to Cyrus, they took Francis. He's up in the hive. I think he's unconscious. You don't want to know what they did up there. Those people. I don't think there's any saving them. We need to rescue him now.
There's no saving them. But
we
Francis
should
is up
probably save Francis, though.
You don't want to know. There's
You know
no
how
saving
long-
them.
No.
Let's go save
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Go save them.
Looks like I need to become a real
Save him. There's no saving
hell
people.
rider.
Oh my God! Stop.
Oh,
And so
Put my real glasses on.
V, you get
Right,
on
Cyrus dies.
and you off on the motorcycle with Cyrus. V, is there anything that you want to do with your action? I'm counting that as like your movement is mounting the
Yeah,
motorcycle there.
Getting in.
Yeah.
And,
Remember, the wasps are still up at hive height, so roughly 120 feet up in the air.
yeah. 120, you said?
Yes. Ish.
All right. Well, magic missile's exactly 120, so I'm gonna blow. I'm
Just
gonna
like pick one.
pick one.
Okay.
And it's 3 right now.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yep, for a total of 7 points of damage
Wow.
to one of them.
It's unfortunate. Okay. And that'll be her turn.
Okay, Trescott,
just
you
going
are
with
in the Demon Grinder, helming the harpoon. Currently not in range due to driver not being there yet, but you can hold your action to be like, I fire the harpoon once I'm in range, right? So,
Agreed. Yeah.
all right, so we're gonna
Also,
do that.
Trescott is pondering what we could have done, and it makes me very sad. But
Yeah.
we're just gonna go man the action. If I get within 120 feet of one of the flying
Of one of them?
hell things, I
Sure.
will shoot the harpoon.
Yeah. The first Hell Wasp is going to utilize their action to pursue down the Devil's Ride here. Just did not expect everyone to be doing this today. Pursue down the Devil's Ride, but he will have to make the dash action here. It does not get any attacks. Barnabas, strapped to the front, can't see the enemy. Does nothing, I suppose. Hugo, you are driving the Demon Grinder.
Yeah, I'd be spending my action just booking it closer.
Yeah, 200 feet, right? So basically, with a dash, you get all the way there, which means, Trescott, you are within range of the Hell Wasp that is now hovering above your friends. You
I
can
just
take your action
This
here.
button.
It should just be the harpoon button. Yeah, that's a 20.
Whoa!
Nicely
12
done.
piercing damage.
Yeah, for 12 piercing damage, and you consume one harpoon, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it does slam into the wasp. It goes careening off to the side here.
Do I need to reload the thing? Like, is it an automatic feed? I didn't really see that. It says
That's a
ranged
good
weapon
question.
attack. I assume I have to like reload it, but like, is that an action? Can I only do it every turn?
Also, is the reload outside the vehicle or is it an internal magazine?
You know what? Fuck it. It's an internal magazine. Why
Nice.
not? That's pretty
Although,
sick. Yeah, so like, let's just say it takes a bonus action. You crank a lever and it
Sure.
slams another one into place, right?
Cool.
And then you can
Yeah,
just
just
use your
wanted to
action
know.
on the other. Totally.
Awesome.
The
Yeah, that's it.
other Hell Wasp here will do the same thing, but it will close the distance with the Demon Grinder and like lands on top of the metal object. Does use its action to get here, but is now on top of the Demon Grinder. Cyrus, you are currently driving the fastest thing in Avernus. What do you want to do? It is within range to like slice out at you if you drive away from it, right? Unless you utilize one of your maneuvers to like disengage. But you are faster than this thing. You've already confirmed that in a previous run.
Yeah. So it's still.
Still what?
It's still like above me, right?
It is above your vehicle, but like close enough to slice down at you with its sword hands. Right? So it's just hovering above you guys.
Okay. So the sides are on the sides, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just had to make sure.
It's literally a worse scyther.
Scyther.
Yeah.
But
it's called Hell Wasp, so like, you get that.
I guess I would like just be juking it essentially, keeping my distance.
Okay, so like that's the question. Do you decide to drive away from it at full speed? Do you decide to use one of your maneuvers to disengage from it? Or are you just sticking close to it so V can attack it? Like, I need to know what you're doing.
Oh, okay. So I would essentially like
Punch it?
functionally disengage it.
Okay.
But I would I would be maintaining like a speed that's just, you know, essentially at its level. But I would okay. So if it's like here, right, I would essentially be accelerating like really quick, be like,
Yeah.
for the disengage type thing, and then I would essentially be trying to keep pace with it behind me. So I would be staying like outside of its range to the best of my ability. Obviously, a freaking motorcycle's still new to me.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, so you take the disengage action and just maintain a what? How far ahead of it do you want to be? Is it like 20 feet behind? Is it 40 feet behind?
I guess 30.
30? Okay. All right. Yeah, so you do that. Perfect.
Okay.
V.
We're 30 feet behind the wasp now.
You are 30 feet in front of the
In
wasp.
front of the wasp.
You are behind Cyrus on the Devil's Ride, and you can see the wasp that he has deftly maneuvered around here. And you are 30 feet in front of it.
How close to the demon grinder are we?
Demon Grinder at this point is probably 60 feet behind you.
Okay. I would hold my action if it comes closer.
Okay, what is the held action?
A lightning launcher strikes.
Okay,
it, like,
so if the
comes
Hell
and tries
Wasp
to
comes
land.
into
It
melee
comes into
range,
melee
then
range,
you will
yes.
use one of your attacks.
Do I not get two? Or
No,
is it, it's
because
just,
on a reaction, you only get the one. You do not get your full suite of attacks because it's not an attack action. It is just the reaction.
Okay, well, I would still do that.
Okay, Truscott.
I'm still a little scared of this giant hell wasp on top of us, but
Yes, the one on top of you unfortunately can't be hit with the harpoon. The harpoons face outwards. But what you could do, as long as Hugo maneuvers continually to see the other one, is you can fire at the other one.
Yeah, that was my plan.
Okay.
So I will hold my action so that when I'm in range of the wasp chasing the Devil's Ride, I will fire at it.
Yeah, sure. The wasp does attempt to close the distance here. So Cyrus, you're maintaining the same distance at all times, like driving ahead of it.
Yeah, essentially, like if it wants to reach us, it has to use its dash.
Yeah, it's gonna do that. It's gonna try to grab the like backside of the Devil's Ride, right? It wants to like latch on, so it's definitely gonna be in melee range,
Melee.
V.
All right. I'm gonna...
Because it's trying to just
That's it.
like hang on. A 16 is not enough to hit, unfortunately. Remember that these have very hard chitinous armor. Kind of feels like punching iron.
Okay.
How rude.
Barnabas cannot see the thing behind it. It is strapped to the front of the Devil's Ride. Hugo, what would you like to do? You feel the wasp land on top, right? You can hear the like metal of its sword-like talons clanking onto your demon grinder. Truscott is calling for a firing solution against the other one. You're muted, sir.
So I am. I suppose in the prelude to my turn, I'd essentially turn to Trescott and I'd say, hold on, don't we have to go back up there to rescue Francis? And the longer we get pulled away by these two, the less likely that is.
I agree, but how are we gonna get up there with these two around?
Maybe I should go up. Because the more time we waste, the more, to be blunt, dead he's going to be. I can at least find a footing up there, I don't know. I can probably climb it better than you can with all that armor.
True. Do I think I can take a hell wasp by myself?
Do you?
Probably not, but
You're pretty well armored.
We can try, Hugo. I mean,
I
don't want you to
propose we
hurt.
get out, because I think if we to be blunt, fuck around driving around with these wasps down here. We're just dooming our companion, I'm afraid.
Delaying the inevitable. All right.
Precisely. All right. In that case, I'm gonna open the hatch on the thing, and
Stop the car.
You stop the car, perfectly turning it right so the harpoon lines up
exactly.
with the other wasp. Trescott, go ahead and fire it.
Bang.
That's a 7. Unfortunately, it sails over it wildly. But Hugo, you open the hatch, and in front of you are the sword-like pincers of this hell wasp.
I'll duck my head back down and go, well, he's right next to the hatch.
To just close the hatch, like, well. I mean, yeah, you can still get out there. You're a rogue. You can move around him rather easily.
Where is the nearest chain?
I assume you like
Must
parked
be pretty close to it because I drove up to it.
Sure.
I will accelerate the car, wasp first, into the chain.
The wasp is on top of the demon grinder.
But it's like slanted at the front like this, right? So he'd presumably be like here, and I can go impale him on a spike from the chain.
So
I'm just going off the picture of the demon.
Right. You see, like the hatch is back here, on the like bulbous butt of the demon grinder. That's where he has landed. Right. That's the best point for the
reverse.
So reverse into him is what you're saying.
He's on top.
He's on top. So like if you hit
big, like is the
side, he's still on top.
Yeah.
The spikes are only a foot long.
Yeah.
They don't protrude that much.
But my
Again,
point is that
you
the
can
chain
try.
comes off the floor.
You
okay.
you can try. I'm just saying he's not in the perfect position to make this work.
Yeah. Well, in that
Also,
case,
you like got out of the seat, opened the hatch, closed the hatch, go back into the seat. You've already told me that you stopped.
All right, I guess
There's
I'll
a lot
go back
happening.
to my original plan of trying to just duck out the car. Then
Okay.
can I yeet myself out the car, please?
You are a rogue, and if you
I am.
utilize your
I can
bonus action to
bonus action
disengage,
disengage.
then you can do whatever you want.
I'll do
walk
that, and
by him.
I'll
See ya.
throw myself towards the chain. I guess.
Yeah, you throw yourself towards the chain. It is about 20 feet away from you, right as you like come up, park to the side here, and run over in that direction. Sure. What is your total movement? Do you like
Just
the
30,
action? Yeah, the action was to drive to the thing.
Yeah, I can't dash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're at the chain now. Perfect.
Mhm.
Okay. Lulu yells out, "Wait, Hugo, I'm coming!" And she is going to fly out the hatch, disengage as well, and fly over to Hugo. I can save
Lulu's
him!
a rogue.
She'll use her
Nice.
action
Well-
to disengage, but she also has a very fast fly speed. So,
Wonderful. Yes, if you could help me up this chain by keeping them off me while I do so,
I'll do
that'd
what I
probably be
can!
useful.
Yeah, and in that, the wasp literally just follows. You're now outside and free. So he's going to follow you to this location and make multiple attacks against you. He's going to make one with its talons and one with its stinger. One against you, we'll say the talons, and one with the stinger against Lulu. The talons are going to be a 16 to hit, which will just miss you. The stinger will be a 26 to hit against Lulu for 11 piercing and 7 fire damage, and a Lulu con save. Fortunately, Lulu is immune to being poisoned. So
she's like a
yeah,
friggin'
but she
NPC,
does take
amazing.
a fuck ton of damage for her, impaled on the hell wasp's butt spike. Cyrus, what do you want to do?
So now it's just Trescott and the thing. There's one wasp down here.
Yeah, there's one like clamped on to the Devil's Ride.
I feel like, if they went back to the chain, right? They're
Yes.
at the base of it.
Yes, and you see
I-
Hugo outside,
Okay.
trying to climb the chains.
Yeah, trying to. Cyrus, they're going back. We need to go back too. We have
Say
to
no
help.
more.
There you go.
The wasp is on the back or the front?
The back, like clamped onto the
Okay.
back, right? Because it had to
Like,
fly
right
up
behind
to
me. It's just third
grab.
person behind.
Yeah,
them.
exactly. Right, like wings fluttering, clamped onto the sides here. V's trying to punch it in its armored face. What are we doing?
I am trying to figure out, because now the demon grinder is by the chain.
Yeah.
Not close enough though, for what I want to do.
Well, the demon grinder is big, and it has raking scythes on it.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking.
This motorcycle is really making me a daredevil. Is really making me like do impulsive
just
things.
do it. Just do it. You know you want to
Fucking-
just do it.
Fucking- I'm doing a sick maneuver, man. I'm gonna go like, and then I'm gonna back into the demon grinder.
Okay. Against its raking scythes that are currently unmanned.
Well, they're still sharp, right?
Sure.
I feel like they are.
I mean, I have to stop by the chain anyway.
Actually, it does
essentially.
not have raking scythes. It has crushing wheels. We gave
crap.
the raking scythe to the Devil's Ride.
We did.
Well, that's awkward. Screw it.
Wasn't
I don't-
there a?
Crap. I don't
You
know.
could try and back him into the chomper, and then yell at Trescott to crush the chomper.
I'll do that.
Sounds good.
Okay.
It seems fun, and possibly even cool.
Okay.
We're feeding the wasp to
You
our
zoom
demon
around, wasp being dragged, and then you back it into the demon grinder's chomper. It seems a little afraid of this, obviously, because we're in a turn order. It can't move yet, but in any real life situation, it probably would have just let go. But we're here now. It is inside the chomper thing, and there's an opportunity for it to be crushed.
Trescott, chomp the wasp.
I do love the fact that like meta game, it would never have happened, but because it's a game, it has the chance of happening.
Well, I would have probably rescued Francis if it wasn't in game. So
Yep. We have to follow some of the
you have to
rules.
follow it,
Some of the rules, at least.
baby.
Okay. V, what do you want to do?
So we're at the base of the chains.
You
right?
are 20 feet away from it. The wasp is inside the demon grinder's chomper. Yeah, but you are 20 feet away from Hugo and the chains.
Okay, I would, I guess, get off the car and run towards Hugo.
Okay, as you get off and run towards it, the Hell Wasp is going to attempt to make an attack of opportunity with its sword talons.
Sure.
Rolls a 20, which will miss.
And then I will run over there.
Okay, yeah, you close the distance next to Hugo and the other Hell Wasp.
And the other Hell Wasp. Hugo, I'm with you. We have to. They took him. I think he's unconscious. And then I'm gonna try to attempt to punch the wasp again
Sure.
with my lightning launcher.
A 12,
12?
unfortunately, will miss, as will an
And
11.
Wow.
Hell Wasp's natural armor being a little bit too tough to punch through.
Yep. And that will be my turn.
Okay.
But is it too strong to be chomped?
I don't know. Let's find out. Trescott, you hear Cyrus yell out. You look through the little opening up at the front of the demon grinder, and you see the Hell Wasp firmly inside the chomper. What do you want to do?
I will man the chopper.
Okay. With advantage, because it is literally inside the jaws.
Chomp.
Chomp. That is a natural 20.
42
for
damage.
42 total points of damage.
Chomp.
Which means the target is reduced to under 0 hit points and is ground to bits and spit out through the pipes on both sides of the demon grinder. Any non-magical items the target was holding or carrying are destroyed.
Good.
Literally shredded to bits and tossed out the side.
Pooped out a wasp. Yeah, I mean, that kind of is my turn, so I will...
You still have movement.
Yes.
I would like to get out.
Perfect.
I'd like
Get
to
out.
be out of the demon grinder.
Yeah, you're going to be
Yeah.
like, 10 feet towards Hugo and V.
Lovely.
Perfect. Barnabas, still strapped to the front of the demon grinder, or excuse me, the Devil's Ride, goes, Cyrus, Cyrus, get me out of here! Can't help with anything. I can't see anything.
He's
I
in his
will.
little
I will
cave.
be sure to bring him with me as soon as it's my turn again.
Hugo.
Well, I'm gonna start my way up the chain, I suppose.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check.
Okey-dokey. That is a not particularly good one. That's an 8. Marvelous.
I would like to
will-
use my flash of genius
Okay.
for that.
What does
I
that
will
make the
also
total?
add a psionic dice to
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
See how high we
which is
can
a
make
5,
this
so I'm
8.
13.
Plus 4.
Plus 4, so 17. Hugo, you do start making your way up the chain. The hell wasp will attempt to sting you as you make your way past it, unless you utilize your bonus action to disengage.
Yeah, so I was gonna bonus action disengage. Sorry, I should have said that first.
'Kay.
And then basically like action dash up the chain if I can. I understand it might not be. like,
You
normal.
can. You do not have a climb speed. You're at half speed, right?
Yeah.
So what is that? That makes it 30 feet up the chain?
Yeah, it would be 30 feet because it would half then double, right?
Sure. So I need a Constitution saving throw because you've spent 30 feet on the chain.
Sure thing. That is a 6.
Okay. You will take 3d6 points of necrotic damage, which is 9.
Okay.
But you are now 30 feet up the chain here. I'm going to go ahead and give you a little red dot with a 3 so you know that you're up 30 feet.
Tells me how many d6 to roll when I fall off. Good.
Yeah. Lulu just follows you up. She keeps pace rather easily. She flies very fast. The Hell Wasp does see that V is here and is going to make multiple attacks against V.
Yep.
Do Sting and Sword Talon. The Talons will miss at a 14. The Sting will find the mark at a 24.
Okay.
For 8 piercing, 11 fire, and a con save.
Okay, I have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned.
Yep.
Is this okay?
You also take half the fire damage, right? Still
I
attuned
do.
to the shield?
Yes, I have fire resistance and poison resistance.
Okay. So roll a con save at advantage.
Okay. 20.
Good. 20 makes the save. You are not paralyzed, and you will take a total of 13 points of damage.
Okay.
As the Hell Wasp is now firmly focused on you. Cyrus.
Okay. So movement with mounts is you can move on a mount, and then if you get off, you can only move more if you have not yet moved your maximum. I don't know how it works.
You are currently 20 feet away from the chain.
Right.
Where are you trying to drive to?
The chain.
Okay. You're also a monk with an immense amount of move speed.
Right. I was just trying to figure out if it was better for me to run to the chain or if it was better for me
Just
to drive to the train.
run to the
chain.
chain.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
I'm going to use my Step of the Wind to use a key point to dash as a bonus
Gonna
action.
run up the chain.
Pretty much.
I can't do
Perfect
that
target.
yet.
He can almost do that.
I think I need to be level 10? Something like that. Oh no, it's level 9. But I am going to use my action. Yeah. Well, do I want to use my action?
So your movement would get you to the chain, and now you're going to Step of the Wind. So that's only 20 feet of movement, right? Unless you choose to do something about Barnabas.
Oh, right. I did say I was going to take him with me.
Up
Can't
to you.
Barnabas fly?
You strapped him to the front of the Devil's Ride.
Would it be more than an interact with objects to unstrap him? Would I know that? Essentially, would I know how much time it would take?
It would take part of your movement. Because it's still
Sorry,
time.
bonus?
No.
So wait, if I bonus action dash, I can normal action dash too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck you, Barnabas. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I
Rude.
can't do it. I can't do it. It's fine. So
20 feet
I
to
have
the chain.
45. Well, okay. So I have 45, 90. Wait. Does dash double?
No, it's just your movement again.
Oh, okay. Okay. So friggin' what? 135. 135.
What is your base move?
45.
45. Okay. So it takes 20 to get to here, which means 25 of the original move. And then we have for climbing.
Okay.
Right? So it'll be 20 feet and then 20 feet again. So you have 40, 50. You have 50 feet that you can go up the chain. Because we round down on halves.
I'm confused. Just
It took you 20 feet to get here, which means you have a remaining 25 feet of your movement, right? To start
Right.
climbing, we have
Right.
that, which means it's 10 because we round down. So you have
Well,
10 feet,
but
And-
I'm double dashing.
and then let me finish. And then you have 90 feet of move, right? For dash action, bonus action dash. But we
Right.
have to have that because you're climbing. Puts you
Right.
down to 45, but we round down, so it's 40. Or, well, 45 is fine. It's 45. You go 55 feet up the chain,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
Okay, but I still need an athletics check for you to even climb the damn thing.
Can I use acrobatics?
Nope. This is a climbing action, not an acrobatic action. Climbing is strength-based.
All right. Well, get at Francis. I got a 17.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Apparently I'm
you
climbing along.
climb 55 feet up the chain. I need a Constitution saving throw against the necrotic damage of the chain.
All right, another 17.
Just move these down. So see that Cyrus goes flying up past Hugo. And you are now halfway up the chain. You take 7 points of necrotic damage. Or, excuse me, 3 points of necrotic damage with the save.
And then I have necrotic resistance.
Sure.
So that's 2 or 1? That's round down?
Round down, so 1.
That's hilarious. I'm coming for you, Francis.
B.
I'm really trying my best.
It's my turn. All right, I'm going to kind of distract the wasp down here and be like, climb, I'll catch up. So I'm gonna punch the wasp.
Okay.
See if I can do it.
That is a 9. Will not
A
hit.
9? Come on. 8. Francis,
8.
You've left me alone, and now I have the curse.
No, it's okay. You're distracting the wasp.
I'm distracted. All right. That will be my turn.
Prescott.
Trescott's gonna run at the wasp.
Okay.
Big whack.
Sure.
This button.
A 16 will not hit.
Oh, I hate this. Stupid wasps. All right, I'm gonna swing again, I guess.
25
try
will
that.
find the mark. As you finally find a little notch in the natural armor to stab your sword through for 13 slashing
I will
damage.
smite it if I can as well.
Sure, you absolutely can if you've got the spell slots.
I definitely do. Sorry, can't use that one. I forgot to put it on, so
3.
I'm just gonna run 2 d8s now.
Okay.
So that's an
For
extra
17
4,
total points of damage.
And then I stare at it menacingly.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Barnabas, still strapped to the front of the Devil's Ride, does nothing except, Cyrus! Cyrus! Where did you go? Cyrus! Hugo, what do you want to do?
I'm so sorry.
I would like to continue up the chain.
Sure. I want to make one note on something, because this is something that
go ahead.
only Hugo would note. You sense a psychic vibration in the air. And you note
Oh,
that it is
fuck,
coming
there's like a
from
queen wasp.
the hell wasp below you. Roll me a perception check. This isn't going to count against
that-
your move. This is just something that
19.
you would note. He's alerting the hive.
No.
It's very
I
clear to
will
you it's a psychic intrusion to
immediately
alert the
yell
hive.
At the top of my lungs towards me and Trescott, but as loud as I can. The one you're fighting is alerting the hive. I can tell. We need to be swift or be away from here.
Okay. Now,
Great.
the rest of your action and move, go ahead.
Well, before I move up, just so I'm in range, I would actually, because I'm not gonna dash up. I'm
Okay.
just gonna attack to help. I will fire because I can't use my rifle obviously because I'm using two hands.
Correct.
I will shoot soul knives out of my hands, one hand at a time instead, towards the wasp that V and Trescott are fighting. The first one is a natural 20. Let's go.
Okay.
For 15 points of psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also going to do my sneak attack, which will double, right? Because it's a crit.
Yes, so roll it again.
So, yeah. That's,
18 total.
Yeah, that's 18 total. So that's 33 points of damage on the first one.
Go ahead and roll me a con save, but also the Hell Wasp dies.
Nice.
Kaboom. All right.
Yeah,
Actually,
that
He's
is
doing this.
that
He's
is
doing it.
32
natural 20 on the
points of
con
damage.
save.
The con save. So you'll take half of this.
two in a
You'll take
row.
3 points of necrotic damage. Again, so it's like every turn you're
Okay.
on here, you take more
Yeah, sure.
necrotic,
Okay.
right? But yeah, so absolutely. Soul knife
Yeah, I
crit
will just
does immense amounts of damage. Does kill the Hell Wasp as it like kind of flops to the ground in front of you.
So now I will bonus action dash and because I'm not firing my offhand.
Okay,
and
what
I
is
will
your total
continue.
move?
It'll be 30 because it's halved
30?
and then
Okay.
doubled, yeah.
Yep. So you get just ahead of Cyrus here, and you are 60 feet up the 100-foot climb.
All right.
Yep. Lulu's just going to keep pace. The Hell Wasps are dead. Cyrus, what do you want to do?
Okay, so 6.
You are halfway up.
I-
You're 50 feet
yeah.
from the entrance.
So if I bonus action dashed, it would get me close to the entrance, but still not in.
Your movement is 45. You're 45,
Right.
45. That's 90. It's 135 feet of movement halved,
Yeah.
right? So it's 65 feet of movement. You would get
I
there.
was just saying. Yeah. Okay. I was just saying if I only used one of the dashes. But
Correct.
yeah, I'll use both dashes.
If you use your key point dash, you get inside the hive.
Fantastic. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. So you
Hopefully
get
can see inside.
all the
I
way
have
up
dark vision.
to the tunnel that would allow you inside. The reason that we are going to stay on the turn order is because the hive has been alerted, and we will. And not everyone's up here yet.
Okay.
So, Cyrus, you are there in the tunnel. V, what do you want to do?
I mean, I guess I would turn Trescott. Okay. I guess we're going up.
I
And-
disagree.
Oh, you don't want to go up?
I think we should man the vehicles so that we are prepped and ready. You don't even need to be in the driver's seat. You can be on the one of the weapons to start fighting our way out of here. I don't necessarily think we should all be climbing this. I think the fastest people should go get them. My humble opinion. I want to save Francis as much as the next person. But we also need an escape plan.
But with Francis taken out, we're the only healers.
You're right. I agree.
So
I'm
one
just
of us
worried,
needs to go.
I'm just worried it'll take us 3.5 turns to get up there.
What is this turn you speak of?
I know.
I might be able to get up faster. And maybe if you go release Barnabas flies, he can go help as well.
Totally.
You could always ride on the Devil's Ride and distract them. If you run around, they might go after you instead of. But I think, at least with my boots, I think I should be able to get up there. They need a healer.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also think we need an escape plan.
That's fair. That's entirely fair. All right, so I am going to also dash up the chains once more.
Okay.
I will use my dash action for it.
So you can get 30 feet up the chain.
Yes, and I will also use my boots to blink another 15 after that.
So 40-ish. Go ahead and roll me the Constitution saving throw, as well as an athletics check to climb.
Okay. 6, however, I'm going to use my Flash of Genius to make that a 10 at least.
Just enough.
Yeah, I remember you saying so.
It's not hard to climb, but like it hurts to climb, right? Which is what makes it challenging. Then I need a con save.
An 18.
Take the half. It'll be 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Prescott.
All right. I'm going to run over to the Devil's Ride and free Barnabas.
For you.
Okay. You run to the Devil's
gonna
Ride and
say-
free Barnabas.
Barnabas, you
Yes?
need to help up the chain. Francis is in there.
Cyrus said he would let me out, but he didn't. I'd be helping already.
Thank goodness I was here to get you out.
Thank goodness.
Please help.
I'm
I'll
on
make
my
sure.
way.
I'll make sure that we have an escape route.
Yes. All right.
And I don't. How close is the Devil's Ride to where I was?
It's 20 feet.
Okay, I'll use the remainder of my 10 feet of movement to walk back towards the demon grinder.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you'll get over to it. You can get in it on your next go.
Yep.
Fortunately, our Flame Skull friend has a 40-foot fly speed. We'll go 20, 20, and then up to Hugo on his own turn. I'm free!
Hello, Barnabas.
Cyrus,
to see
I'm
somebody take you
coming!
off that.
Yes. And fortunately for all of you, I glow with a faint good light, so you'll be able to see inside. Wow.
Well, I know this is a frequent
great.
point of contention, but I actually do have dark vision. I can see
Oh,
in the
good
dark.
for you.
Yes, I know.
What do you want to do on your turn, Hugo?
Well, I've left myself in somewhat of a stupid position where I can't actually reach up there in one turn.
Ah,
And
that's
I'm now going
unfortunate.
I'm now going to pay for my sins and continue up anyway.
Great, wonderful.
I'll do the dashy fun stuff and get up 30.
Yeah, we're gonna triple move. Your base 30, so it's 45 total feet, right?
Yes. Can I do that?
Yeah. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
bonus
You
action
move,
dash.
action, dash.
Oh, I
and-
can dash twice in one
Yeah,
turn.
that's
Oh,
what
I
You're
can
I
do
a
that.
rogue, yes.
Honestly, Justin, whenever you start talking about movement, my brain just phases out of existence. Yeah, okay, I'll double dash up and get up there.
Yeah, you will be, just behind Cyrus,
God, that
inside
was
the tunnel.
Fucking exhausting. My God.
I do, however, need one more con save while you are still on here. Is one more turn on the chains, right?
11.
You just saved, so you'll take 2 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Thankfully, Hugo's quite a tough boy.
Yeah, Lulu will fly up to where Cyrus is and just kind of be hovering next to you. Cyrus, you note that she glows with a nice little faint light. And this brings us back to the top of the turn order, where we hear the buzzing intensifying inside the hive. Cyrus, you will be able to make it inside the hive on this particular turn. But before we get inside, we're going to take a little break. We're over halfway right now, and we'll see what the fully alerted hive of hell wasps is like
I mean,
Trust
when
Thankfully,
we
Dad,
get
he's
back.
fast.
thankfully we wrote we have a flaming skull, so hopefully you can light the
Yeah,
entire
who you've
thing
just
on
sent
fire.
away when they're all about
Oh.
to arrive.
Don't worry, the friggin' it'll be fine. Everyone will be fine.
Everyone
It will be
will
fine.
be probably fine. So, we'll be right back.
Joel, we fought countless demons, many devils. Are we gonna die to a bunch of fucking wasps?
At least they're demonic wasps, or devilish wasp, I guess. If we died to like actual normal wasps,
Is a
Then-
devil
then it'd be sad.
apiary gonna fucking take us out right now?
devil apiary.
Well, maybe.
He didn't want to save the people originally.
We'll find out. We will find out.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Ready?
Let's win.
let's
Just press the win button.
win. So, we find ourselves still climbing upwards. Cyrus, do you finish your climb inside the hive here?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead. No, not this. Cyrus. Hang on. Maneuvering a token or two. You put you into your own little world.
My own little world.
Am I
Indeed.
not there too?
A magic place. I'm in a world.
On your turn, you will be. It's just unfortunate that we still have to maintain this blasted turn order for the time
Working on
being.
it. Like halfway.
Yeah, just because, well, the hive is alerted. Cyrus, you enter where previously your friends had been. And inside here, you, fortunately with your dark vision, can see around you angel-like creatures built into the walls. They have been torn open, seemingly from the inside out.
Oh crap! I was joking about the alien thing earlier.
No.
Oh no, man!
I mean, they gotta
No,
lay their
man.
eggs somewhere.
You see here, the level is mostly clear, though there is discarded gear accumulated around as well. You can hear the intensity of the buzzing continuing. Above you, there are 3 more tunnels that you could climb to higher levels. You're on the first level of the nest. Or anything that you would like to do?
I would like to essentially move around in a counterclockwise fashion, looking to see if Francis is on any of these walls that I can see.
Roll me a perception check. You'll have a
Okay.
baseline value.
Oh
and
yeah,
then-
shit, this thing's huge.
Yeah. That is a
Yikes and
9. You don't see him.
Okay.
You do see a lot of junk, however, that might have interesting things among it, but maybe not the time,
Oh, absolutely. not.
considering Francis's current condition, or unknown condition.
Okay. So I started here. Started here. Into there. Into there. Into there. So I have 10 more normal feet.
Oh, I mean, you finished your climb into the thing here. So do you want to remain on this floor waiting for your companions, or do you want to continue upwards?
I'm going to continue upwards.
Okay. Do you utilize your bonus action dash to do so, or no?
Yes, I will use my key dash.
Okay.
Which gives me the option to actually attack things if I have to.
This tunnel here?
Yes.
Okay. Heading up that tunnel, climbing upwards, you're doing this at speed. You come out up here, and you do note that, yes, there are more wasps. This is a much larger section of this hive. And, yeah, you definitely see some enemies. Took you about 25 feet to get up to this area.
Okay, so I have 25 feet. Wait, no, 20 feet left?
You have 20 feet remaining, and you do
Okay.
see at least one other hell wasp here, and you can hear the buzzing of others. There are more of these celestial bodies built into the walls here. You can see that this level is honeycombed with octagonal cells crafted by the hell wasps by regurgitated mulches of bone, sand, and fat.
Also, nice to know they're octagonal. That's interesting.
Okay. So I think I'm going to use my action to dodge.
Okay.
And I will move. That's 20, 25. This is 20. Yeah. Use my movement to move over here. And then yeah, I'd essentially be I'd be making sure I kind of know where the wasps that I can see are, but it also like I'd be actively looking for a Francis-like entity. I'm looking for Francis, man.
Yes, unfortunately, Francis does not seem to be in the immediate area. And don't mind me, I'm just gonna re-add you to the turn order here, because when you change pages, it changes what happened. Okay, Cyrus has made his way inside. V, what do you want to do?
I'm climbing as fast as possible and
Okay.
and also blinking up.
Okay, so this will take you to 70, the blink. Okay, you'd be at the base,
15.
the base of the tunnel,
Okay.
right? Yeah, close enough. Close enough to the base of the tunnel, but I do need a con save for the extra necrotic damage.
You got it. 18.
Okay, so you make the save, you take the half, it'll be 7 more
Oh
points.
my goodness. High rolled that, Joel.
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
As you make your way into the tunnel here, I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna drag everyone to this. And I will need to re-add some turn order, but that's fine. Okay, so V, that is the entirety of the move there. Trescott, you're outside. What would you like to do?
Firstly, I would like to get into the demon grinder and move it so that the chain is within 15 feet
Sure.
of the demon grinder.
Can do.
And I would like to, if I still have movement available, move to the wrecking ball seat.
Sure, that works.
That's it. Basically, I'm manning an action that if wasp comes within 15 feet of me, I swing giant ball.
Okay, sounds good.
And I've left
Giant
the
ball.
engine running.
Leaving the engine running. Yeah, actually, because the engine needs to be running for it to function.
Yes.
So that'll do it for sure.
That's it for me.
Okay, so this goes to Barnabas, who will fly up.
I've just been now brought to the screen, and Jesus Lord above, I'm so scared of these things.
What? Oh,
Just the map. It's just
You're just hanging out
there's
down
angels
there.
in the walls. There's
Going
it's just
out, man.
awful.
oh yeah, because you can see some of what everyone else sees because we have everyone visible. Yeah, it's fun that way, huh?
Ridiculous.
Barnabas is just going to fly up inside onto the first level above you here, V. So he will just be occupying space up here.
Okay.
Hugo, what would you like to do?
I am going to. First off, I'm going to use my psionic power to establish communication.
Okay.
This is my action
Yeah.
with both V and Barnabas.
Okay.
I will just roll the d6, see how many hours it is. No, that's going to be 5 hours. Yeah, sure. And I'll say telepathically to them, in case we get split up, you can speak to me like this. And that should ring in both their heads, essentially.
Okay.
Barnabas only being ahead. But
Yeah.
and then I will sort of begin to lead the way in, I suppose. How many openings do I sort of have visible to me? The map
3.
is 3. Okay.
They're all
I
at the
didn't-
very bottom there, so it's, you basically
Yeah,
just
yeah,
pick
yeah.
one to go in. V picked the same, I'm assuming picked the same one as Cyrus, because
Okay.
it seems relatively safe.
Yeah, I'll begin to head that way as well, I suppose, because I'm
Sure.
it would be a bit suicidal otherwise.
So bonus action dashing.
Yes, why not?
Okay, roll me one more con save. You'll get off the
Sure.
chain on this turn.
Okay. A 4. Wonderful.
Okay. You take
Love it.
9 total points of necrotic damage here.
Big fan. Okay. Yeah, and that'll end my turn. I'll just follow them in.
Okay. Excellent. Lulu will also fly up and inside the location next to Barnabas, so we won't have to worry about her very much. At the top of the turn order, we get the hell wasps on the action board. Cyrus, they've definitely noticed that you're here. What would you like to do?
I would like to, because I realize at this point that I don't intend on fighting them.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my action again to dodge. Just kind of being like, ooh. And then, yes, I will run around. Let's see, so this would be 20.
You note that there are like some pillars in the center here, each of
Yeah.
which has an opening to crawl into if you wanted to pursue higher.
This thing is so much. I mean, I'm trying to like run through, like essentially the entire area, to see if I can find Francis here. And I assume that I do not.
Do not.
Okay. Then I will use my key point dash.
Okay.
And no, I said freaking click. And then I will climb. So it takes me 20 feet to get here, and then I will attempt to climb up this hole.
Yeah, so it'll be another 20 feet of movement to get to the top of that hole there.
Okay, that's exactly how much I have.
Okay, perfect. So that would put you over here, left side now.
How fun! Why is this place so big?
It is a very large hive.
Large. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, yeah. As you get up here and you kind of peek your head over the edge, you note here that there are at least 3 of the hell wasps available here. You can see larvae incubating inside angel carcasses.
Oh god.
Gross.
All along the walls. That being said, they are on alert, so they will be added to the turn order.
Oh,
Just a couple of them.
delete
Problem.
plan.
Yeah.
Fine, I'm dodging. I have like 49 health left. This is the most robust character I've ever played. That's not true. I think my hill dwarf that I played long ago.
So, the first of the hell wasps here absolutely notices you and is going to close the distance and make some attacks against you at disadvantage due to the dodge, which is rather fortunate because one of those was a natural 20. The 21 will hit. It was a 21 or a natural 20. So the disadvantage will grant you at least some reprieve as the sword talon finds 10 points of piercing damage into you. The sting you're able to narrowly avoid. The secondary hell wasp here defending the nest will zip forward, buzzing violently to also do the same thing. With disadvantage, both of these will miss as they slice and sting at your location. V, you are in the tunnel. What would you like to do?
I still can't see. So
Well,
I
you know that both Lulu and your friend Barnabas glow.
yes. So Barnabas is next to me, right?
Barnabas is inside.
Oh, he's inside. And then but Lulu's
Lulu is also
here.
inside. They both flew inside.
They both flew. I'm guess I'm good following the light
Okay.
that they made, and I'm also going to use Cure Wounds level 2.
Okay. With that, that means your full movement will allow you 10 more feet of movement inside this particular area.
Yes. I guess I asked him, which way did Cyrus go?
Not entirely sure, but he's not on this level. I'm guessing upwards. I can hear the buzzing intensifying.
Okay. And I guess I will go towards
The buzzing?
the buzzing, yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, pick any of the tunnels to move to and start
Middle.
climbing. Okay, so
I mean, I can't see anything. I'm going away
you've
from
got,
the light.
You've
so
got
I'm just gonna...
10 feet of movement anyways, so yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going towards it.
Trescott.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, buddy.
Am I first? I just like to look around the area to see if there are any wasps coming.
You are
back.
inside.
I'm gonna have to poke my head out of the machinery here.
Okay, so you go to poke your head out of the machinery, and oh boy, do you find a couple of wasps meandering their way downwards to investigate the vibration of the machine.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna run back to my little spot and ready myself for the sickest Trescott battle ever.
Okay.
I assume they're not within range of swinging the...
No, they are making their way down towards you.
In which case, I'll sit back down in the ball of...
The ball of death.
The ball of death, and I will ready in action to swing it at the first wasp that comes near.
Okay.
That's it for me.
The next two wasps crawl up behind Cyrus.
Didn't expect that.
Going to Sting and Sword Talon and Sting and Sword Talon at disadvantage still. Is a 15, a 9, a 13, and a 12. You're avoiding everything here, but you are now surrounded.
It's fine.
Okay. The last is going to be above you. You are now fully surrounded.
I believe in myself.
Sorry, Joel, just to check. I think you accidentally whispered everyone asking for a
Yes,
console.
that's why
okay.
I just wanted to double check.
just
that.
Because
wondering who
it's
you
going
want to
to
make it.
Francis, but everyone has access to everyone's sheets.
Yeah, that's what
okay.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to double check.
You can do it, Francis. You can do it.
I'm waiting for another nat one.
God damn it.
Is that a 1? Did you actually get a 1?
It's Connor usurping me.
Wow.
This is what happened. This is why none of you are allowed to miss episodes, so I don't have to give everyone access to everyone. Please.
I don't have access to every fucking.
The Hell Wasp that lands essentially on your head here will make 2 of its attacks. 18 and 12. Barnabas will come up next to V down here and, well, do you want me to lead the way or?
Yes, that would be very helpful. Thank you.
All
I
right.
can't see
And he
anything.
goes zipping up the thing. I'm gonna leave him in the tunnel because he's technically
Okay.
in the tunnel, but like he's staying just ahead of you.
Okay.
You go.
Yes, I will just follow Barnabas, I suppose. I am going to, however, bonus action second wind,
Yes. Okay.
which is a 1d10 plus my fighter level, right?
Correct.
Okay.
D10 plus 3.
So 10. So I regain 10 hit points.
Nice.
Other than that, yeah, I'll sort of just move up and follow Mr. Barnabas.
Okay. Moving up into the chamber here. The one you picked is on this side. You will be on the right-hand side of the map now.
Sure thing.
Be able to see a little glowy action there.
Yeah, and if I have any movement left, I just sort of regroup with.
Yeah, so
me a
it's
little bit
20 feet here. You use your bonus action to do your hit points. You
to
still
do
have
my
a
hit
full
points.
dash. If
Yeah,
you
I
wanted.
will. Well, no, I will actually probably just action dodge as well because I'm somewhat on edge at having witnessed a few wasp attacks in my time.
Okay.
So yes, I will action dodge and just end my turn moving a little bit closer to me.
Okay. This hell wasp crawls down through the tunnel you were just crawling up.
Hello.
Hello.
And will finish its turn directly behind Hugo. Lulu, zipping around, goes, Hugo, watch out!
Thank you, Lulu.
And gives a trumpet of blasting.
You guys are going to blow a side of this thing.
Now they
Just
all
gonna
know
blow
we're
a
here.
chunk out of it.
Now
yeah.
all of China knows we're here.
It rolls a 3 on the con save, so Lulu will make it take 5d6 damage
Huge,
Goodness.
Lulu.
for
Huge. That was a big
24. Jeez, that's 3 6s.
Wow.
And non-magical objects in the cone take 10d6 worth of damage, blowing a hole open in this poor area. He deals 24 points of damage to the wasp.
Oh, I think
assume
that's
I hear
Francis's
that.
collarbone. There you
Oh,
go.
you absolutely hear that. And so do the other wasps.
And so does Trescott. It's like,
I sure do.
dodging like random debris coming out.
I mean, I'm in a tank.
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
fine.
Okay. The last hell wasp will come the 120 feet downwards towards Trescott inside the machine. Landing on top of the demon grinder.
Oh, I don't get to attack it?
You can certainly try. It is at disadvantage because the ball is on the side of the demon grinder, not on top.
Hot diggity. Can I do that now?
Yep.
Lovely. Oh my god, I closed the demon grinder. Jonathan, you idiot. Demon grinder. Character sheet. Wrecking ball.
A 14, unfortunately, will miss
Darn.
as it spins all the way around. Fortunately, you're just far enough away from the chains that you don't bash that with 40 damage or 80 damage considering it's a structure.
I mean, that's actually somewhat sometime the plan, Joel, but not
Oh, interesting. Okay.
yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Anyway, yes, you're on top of me now. What do you do?
Cyrus. He had to make the dash action to get there.
I see.
Cyrus, top of the turn order.
Okay, so I don't recall. You can move through spaces with enemies?
No, you cannot.
But at half? Oh, I just straight up can't.
Unless you are a halfling and you have halfling nimbleness, or you have another ability
Gotcha.
that allows you to do so. You are currently surrounded by 5 wasps. 2 behind you coming up, 2 on the sides of you here at the level, and 1 flying above you.
Sorry, where are the back 2 again?
In the tunnel behind you,
Okay, so they're in the tunnel.
which is where
so
you
I cannot
are.
go down the tunnel.
Correct. You are fully surrounded.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action.
Okay.
With my initiative slot to cast Shield of Faith. My AC is now 21.
Okay.
Then I am going to take the dodge action.
Okay.
And that is my turn
Oh,
because I
seconds.
cannot move.
Godspeed.
I'm chilling. It's great. My AC is 21. They have
Cyrus, everyone acts tough until the
Thanks.
wasp gets the blicky out. And you're gonna get blown away.
So anyway, I started
13,
blasting.
16, 9, and 12. All of them will shatter against your magical shield here, unable to contact for the first two that are here and here. V, what would you like to do? There's a wasp now on this level. It looks like Lulu actually did a significant amount of damage to it.
Did Barnabas go up the?
He
I
is
think,
floating.
bottom?
He is floating in this one here, waiting for you to get there.
All right. I think you got this. Let me go. We need to go help Cyrus. So,
You don't know that I need help. I'm chilling.
we're gonna go that way. So I'm gonna I guess I'm gonna take full dash action plus the extra 15 for bonus action.
So
5.
takes
plus-
10 to get here, 20 to get up, so that's 30. 30 to this location. I'll go ahead and just put Barnabas in 2 locations at once because he is floating at the top of the tunnel.
Oh, so he's floating at the top. So okay. I guess we would at that point probably shout out, like calling for Cyrus. Do I hear him answer? Is it big enough?
My question is, how loud are you trying to be?
I mean, I'm being loud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check. Cyrus, you are surrounded by 5 angrily buzzing wasps.
Like, I don't know if you can hear
It
me.
drowns out a lot.
17.
That is not for you. I said, Cyrus, roll me a perception check.
My bad.
That is a natural 1. It is rather clear that you can't hear anything other than the buzzing wasps.
Also, I'm absolutely focusing on, like, making sure I minimize the amount that I could get hit by just like, I'm looking at 5 different wasps, you know, just doing like dodgy stuff. And just, I don't hear anything. I'm focused on, you know, Justin, chill. Cyrus, he's used to being able to go real fast. He currently has no go.
B, there is no response. You can hear
Okay.
the buzzing, however, and there is quite a lot of it concentrated to the north.
Okay. I mean, at that point, I'd probably head that way. I'd probably head towards the buzzing.
Okay, how much movement do you
She
have?
would. Dash is double your movement, right?
It is just your movement again. It does not
Okay.
double
I have
your
35 speed, and you only did 30 earlier. That's what I was just asking.
Correct. So you have another
so I
step.
still have 10,
You have
and then I have 15 bonus. Or did you already count? Yeah. So you
so
did 30 earlier, and then another
30.
30.
did not do another 30.
Oh.
So you get another 30,
Oh.
and then you get another 15. But you don't know where you're going outside of this circle.
The circle, yeah. And he can't come with me because it's not his turn.
It is not his turn.
Okay.
Blind leading the blind.
She would go towards the buzzing.
I think he would tell you to northwest.
Yeah. I would head towards the area of the buzzing, seeing. But I
Sure.
wouldn't want to go into complete darkness. I would wait for Barnabas.
Okay.
So go to the edge. So we're going
Go
towards the
ahead.
north.
Go ahead and move.
Okay. Here.
All right. Trescott, there's a big old beastie on your cart.
I'm gonna try to wrecking ball without hitting the card itself.
The wrecking ball swings on the side. The wasp is on the top.
I see. Well, in which case I have to get off it and fight it mano a mano. I mean, what if I did nothing? What if it would just go away?
Hide.
Yeah, I guess I'll push open the cover. Is it
You
like
push
right
open the
there?
cover. There's your boy.
All right, taking a swing. If I'm allowed to swing at the same
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah. You use your movement to open this damn thing, and then you want to
Big
swing.
whack. Big whack.
21 absolutely hits.
And I am going to smite level 2 just because I'm a scared boy. Oop. Use that spell slot and press the button I should have been pressing a while ago. We're packed. And that's only 2 of them. I have to roll the other d8. Bang. Max damage on that. So that is 26 that math right?
26 total points of damage. It is indeed correct.
And I will attack again.
Okay.
17.
17 unfortunately will miss as it clatters against the armor of the creature.
Okay. Well, Trust God is staring up a hole, scared out of his mind.
You do realize that you did a massive amount of damage to the creature, though, which
Sure
is
did.
really good.
Screw you, big wasp man.
Yeah, fuck that guy, right?
Yeah, it's up for me.
Yeah. Cool.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Francis, you're on the turn order.
I've noticed that, Joel. Yep.
It's really weird how that's worked out.
He's a bee.
What's
He's
going
coming
on
for
there?
us now.
What's
Maybe Francis.
what's happening there, bud?
He's the queen now.
He's the queen. God,
Now
I wish.
he's a pirate captain and a hornet queen. I love it.
Well, I imagine it's my light's flashing before my eyes, you know?
It is very, very dark where you are, but you do return to consciousness. There is a light buzzing around you, and you do feel most of yourself stuck to something gooey, terrible. Surmise that you are likely attached to the wall of this hive. You have 1 HP. Sir.
Nice. It's enough to work with.
Don't stub your toe.
What would you like to do?
Well, I assume that I would, do like the token struggle, just to make sure
The token,
I am
token
stuck.
struggle. Yeah. You don't want to make like too much of an effort at it though, right? We're not actioning it. You just want to I pull and don't get anywhere.
No, I would say I would be. I mean, I guess my arms are sort of pinned to the side, so
Indeed.
I would need to. I would need to get at my arcane focus, basically, to be able to even cast a spell. So I imagine if I can, I would try and at least maybe move an arm to it.
Okay. Definitely an athletics check.
Okay.
Wrench your arm enough out of the sticky substance.
Ooh.
Be able
That's an
to
11,
grab
Joel.
your arcane focus. You can get a finger on it. You find it there. Customary pocket. You do have a finger on the focus.
I'm trying to decide what I would do.
Got any sweet bonus action spells?
Oh, he can do a normal spell.
Verbal components only.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just flicking through my options here.
Mm-hmm. You can hear sounds of intense buzzing somewhere below you.
Would Misty Step work if he has it? Because he's stuck
That
to
is
something.
verbal.
I mean, I feel I would just dimension door. It is an entirely verbal component.
Sit next to me in the
You
demon
just make a
grinder.
door and then
Well, I guess
Yeah, let me check dimension door.
isn't it something you can see or just be
no,
right?
you just have to be able to visualize the spot. And in which case I would be
Right outside of the thing. The hive.
where the place I would visualize for Francis to go to would be the ridge where the vehicles were parked on. That was like 400 feet away.
Yeah.
That's where I think.
We go to save
that's
you, and
that's
you're
a
just
bit
gone.
a bit further considering how far up you are.
Oh right, okay.
Well,
Hypotenuse.
This okay, like I'm not trying to like hint at some metagamey type stuff, but does
Yeah, you
Dimension Door allow you to visualize
People.
like the inside of a mobile thing?
Yes. As long as it's within range.
But I guess to Francis's knowledge, it wouldn't be in range, so I wouldn't think to do that. In which case, I would assume that I would try on a spot on the ground between the hive and the where the vehicles were originally parked.
outside the hive.
Yeah.
Whatever the range happens to
Roll
be.
me an Arcana check.
Okay, Joel. A 5. I'm terrible.
Today, I don't know what's wrong.
Okay. You
Don't
feel
refresh your
something
Roll20.
as you begin to breathe outwards and speak the words of the dimension door. And you feel the talons of the hell wasp already near you and around you. It seems to be packing you in even further. You want to speak the words of the dimension door anyways?
I guess.
You teleport away, covered in goo, somewhere in between the hive and where now the current machinery is, very far outside into the sand and dust of Avernus.
Oof. We meet another warlord. He's just casually out there.
You see in front of you a hell wasp battling with Trescott some 200 feet ahead of you, underneath the hive. You are still rather sticky.
It was a rescue mission for ages.
Do I have full locomotion? Like, can I? Am I still stuck?
I'm gonna
in
say
some
you
way?
are currently. It's difficult terrain,
I am difficult terrain.
right? You're like, "Bleh." You gotta like get some of this nasty stuff off of you, right? Because you basically wrench yourself out magically, teleported to whatever was attached to you at the time. It's like whatever is worn, right? And so there's an argument to be made that some of this stuff is worn.
Be it
Fair enough.
consensually or not.
Yeah.
Well, I guess in which case I would, stand up and see the vehicles, and I wouldn't want to yell across in case there's any more wasps around because we're only on 1 HP. But I will use my 30 feet of movement to begin to move to Trescott.
Okay. And so you move 15 feet with your difficult terrained legs
Nice.
to Trescott. Welcome back.
So I didn't need any help. I was.
I love how this
Still
was
love
an
it, yeah.
angel rescue mission. Then it was a Francis rescue mission. And now it's
Now
a
it's a Cyrus rescue mission. Cyrus, there will be 6 attacks against you as the stingers and talons go swiping at you from all directions. Fortunately, everything's at disadvantage because that's how mechanics work and we don't use flanking. So, that's an 11, a 10, a 14, a 12, a 23, and a 23.
Damn it.
And a 12. So, one of these hits because I rolled double 23s. That is 16 piercing damage. And I need you to roll me a concentration check for your Shield of Faith.
Yes. Nat 20.
Nice.
My faith is
Fantastic.
unwavering.
Your faith is unwavering. Excellent. You go. There's one hell wasp in front of you here. What would you like to do?
You're muted.
Oh yeah, sorry, you are.
Sorry, yeah, my cats keep muting my mic, which is fun. Yeah, I'm just going into melee and swiping at this hell wasp with my soul knives. The first one's a nat 1, feels good. The second one is a 22 to hit.
22 will absolutely hit. You still get your
9
sneak
points of
attack
psychic
there.
and 4 points of sneak, so 13 points of damage.
13 point. I think it's the lowest damage roll you've had in about 7 years.
Probably,
You do
yeah.
13 total points of damage here.
Is it alive?
It's still alive.
Action surge, yay! And then I'm gonna swing at it again for another 22.
For 6 points of damage, it is barely alive as
God damn it.
being rent open by your psychic knives here.
Barnabas could. Oh wait, has Barnabas gone up or is he still?
Barnabas is at the top of the tunnel. I just kind of left him there as like his light cools
okay.
out.
Like somebody finish this bloody thing off. And
I'm
yeah, I guess
sorry,
I'll end my
boss.
turn
They are immune to fire, and that is about the only thing I can do.
Well, that's not very useful. Okay, no worries. And yeah, I'll end my turn now. I'm not moving away from this thing. Stabby for me.
Yeah, Barnabas will move from that location and fly forward here. B, I think they're this way. And then Lulu.
All right, I'm following you.
I think he's. Lulu. Don't worry, I've got this, Hugo. And is going to.
Oh god.
Making the Hell Wasp make a con save here. Rolls a 10, which means it fails. And Lulu deals 4d8 radiant damage to it.
Oh my goodness.
48 plus 4, 26 total points of damage as sparkles go shooting out of her trunk and eviscerate the wasp in front of you.
Thanks for super.
Nice.
Okay. 2 more hell wasps. That one's dead. Nice. The one in front of Trescott here is going to make 2 attacks.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Make my day. He's going to sting and sword talon here. First, rolls an 8 and will miss with the stinger. The talons are a 17 and will also miss as they clang against your armor. Cyrus, you are fully surrounded. What would you like to do?
As my action, I will go ahead and Word of Radiance these bitches. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my lovely staff and just be like, Shah, and like shine my cool sunlight thing.
The thing is, you are not standing on anything. You're literally holding on to one of the walls because your movement did not get you over to the side yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Poop.
So no staff.
So I can't attack at all?
You can attack, but it's like I hold one hand here and I punch with this one, or stab with this one. Hold one hand here and I punch with this one. You do not have a whole lot of a maneuverability, and utilizing a staff with 2 hands is not one of those things.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. Is this one-handed? Am I able to pull out the mace and hit with that because that's one-handed?
Yes.
Or is it two-handed? I don't actually remember.
It's one-handed.
Okay. You gotta do it every time. I'm gonna hit him with my mace. I'm gonna hit, I guess the one that's like directly on top of me?
Sure.
Or I should say, attempt to.
Okay.
I got 27.
27 will hit for 9 bludgeoning damage.
Woo.
You do have multi-attack.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yup. 19 will also just find the mark for another 9.
Yay. Then I will use my key to take the dodge action again because I'm surrounded by, I mean, this is like 10 total attacks, right?
It is.
2.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Also, I'm just gonna like scream and be like, I don't know if anyone else can hear me. I need help. I put myself into a bit of a predicament here.
So what is giving you the dodge action on bonus?
It is, let's see, patient defense. You spend 1 key point to take the dodge action.
Why is that not on your sheet, or am I blind?
It should be in
Healing, key field attack, extra attack, stunning strike, focus aim, magic initiate.
Oh, I didn't put it in my key. Technically, it should be under key. That's my bad.
Under key field attacks?
No, just under key. I just didn't put it in there. I'm gonna put them all give them all their own entrance.
No, I'm looking in your features and traits, and I just don't see it in features and traits. That's where
yeah, that's
your
what I'm saying.
skills are.
It should have gone with my key, but I'm gonna make them their own entry.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see it there.
Yeah, so
Right.
it's a level 2 ability. I just haven't used it for dodge all that much. Until now.
Which is good, because there's 4 more attacks heading your direction here. It'll be a 12, a 9, an 18, and a 13. B.
I mean, I'm trusting Barnabas. I'm going up to.
If I had fingers, I would point to somewhere around here.
All right. So I'm going
It's a little fireball over there.
up this way. Yes, right to
Okay.
where the edge of the.
This is
thing
this is the
and-
tunnel.
Oh, that is the tunnel.
That is the
Okay.
tunnel. Those are the things that you've been climbing up. Yes. And as soon as you
Gotcha.
get there, you hear the buzzing, very, very intense. You can't see anything, but you feel like you see just the edge of some wasp butt.
Do I hear Cyrus calling out?
Cyrus, are you still screaming?
Oh, I mean, as much as possible, yes. Because yeah. I'm just like, I need help. I'm just like doing this, just like I'm holding out with one hand, I'm just like swatting things away. Trying
How
to
long is the
survive.
tunnel?
20 feet. They are about 10 feet ahead of you, as far as you can tell. Again, very dark.
And Cyrus doesn't actually. Does he glow, or is it just he can see that much?
He has dark vision.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say that I would be coming towards him. So it would be dark, but I would go towards the buzzing in the tunnels and the screams. So
Hey, it's not screams. I'm yelling. There's a
they're
difference.
screams.
I know they're screams. I'm freaking out at this point.
Okay. I would end my turn probably at that right there.
That is not that
Using
tunnel.
the dash action. Oh, that's not that.
No,
Okay.
you would be underneath all of this. Oh, sorry. Underneath all of those things.
Oh.
Yeah. Because it's the same tunnel that he went up, which is why that noise is there. So if you wanted to pick a different tunnel, you'd have to go to a different tunnel. Which is why
No,
I said you
that's-
feel like you can see the wasp
You can
booties.
see the butts. The
Yeah,
butts
because
coming
they
out. I
are
see now.
in the tunnel attacking him from behind.
I mean, I would get up there and I would try to punch one of the butts that I see directly in my face.
Okay, you just went really, really far.
Okay, wait, let me double check.
So
I have the 15 bonus that I could do, so it's. I have 35 movement plus 15.
okay, go ahead and make attacks.
Okay. 12.
Will not
And-
hit.
Will not hit. And an 18.
Will just miss. You punch the armored butts
A butt.
of these wasps.
Leave my friend alone.
Big
And then
butt.
shoot end their turn.
Prescott.
Ah, all right, Bugman. I'm gonna stab you again.
Okay.
Stab. 18 damage.
Will just miss.
Ah, damn it.
15 will certainly miss.
Great. Well, I'll get you next time. guys.
Next time.
Francis, you see Trescott standing on top of one of your machines, battling it out with a wasp, and no one else is in sight. The motorcycle's kind of just sitting on its kickstand to the side. There is a corpse of a hell wasp down here.
I'm just gonna walk away, Joel. I'm just gonna turn the other way and walk. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, okay.
Into the desert.
I would actually like to cast Cure Wounds at level 3 on myself.
Okay.
To start with.
Sure.
So I will do that. Wait, is that right? Yeah. Oh, only
16.
16.
16 total
It's a bit
points.
miserable, isn't it?
Well, that's that one. That's that one. Yeah, you had a one low roll.
And then I'll move towards Trescott, and this time I will. Well, I guess I'm still quite far. I will still call out and say, "Trescott, what's going on?"
Do I hear him?
Uh, yeah, there's not nearly as many wasps out here.
Okay.
What? I look over. Francis! What are you doing over there?
I got out.
Everyone is still in, looking for you.
Can you tell them I'm here?
No.
No.
Yeah, I guess that's it, Joe. I don't have anything else.
Back up top. You punched at a couple of these wasps. They know you're here now. I should have had you make those attacks disadvantage. They didn't hit anyways because you can't see them.
Yeah, that's true. I see a butt.
They can see you. You can't see them. Their attacks are made at advantage.
I mean, doesn't Cyrus's mace give a glow, or is there just too much insect in the way?
Cyrus, do you have your mace glowing? It's like it's part of the thing that you can
Keyword,
tell it to
I
do,
see.
but you
I
have to
see.
like actually do the thing with it.
Oh yeah, no, it takes an action, so I guess technically I don't.
Okay, so it is not on. The sword, talons, and stingers will strike down at V. It'll be an 18, a 24, a natural 20, and a 13 to hit. 2 of them will hit. The talons for 7 piercing damage. The stinger natural 20 for 10 piercing, 10 fire, and a constitution saving throw. Poison, so at advantage.
Okay, wait. Sorry, there was a lot there.
17 total piercing damage.
Okay, 17 piercing,
Correct.
and then
10 fire, halved due to your resistance.
okay, which is 5.
Correct. Also, with you climbing, you don't have the shield in hand. What is your AC?
I would have my shield in hand. Like,
How would you
why
be
wouldn't-
climbing without one of your hands
These-
and then
I
punching?
didn't assume this tunnel is
It's vertical.
completely vertical.
It's a hive. Vertical.
Okay. Let me check my AC without.
I don't think it hits. I just want to know.
Gives plus shield, so it would be my AC would be 17 then, right?
There is one additional hit then. As another of the stingers does hit.
Sorry, no, it's
What is the bonus it
22.
gives?
I have the 22. I have to manually do this because I add it from the shield.
What does the
Um,
shield give you?
It gives me +3.
Plus
so I
3,
would
so
be
you have
at
19. Yeah,
Yes.
so you're fine.
Okay.
Okay, so you take the 2 attacks. It'll be 17 total piercing, 5 total fire, that's already halved,
Okay.
and a constitution saving throw.
Okay. 21.
You make the save against the poison. The wasp on top of Cyrus makes its attacks. It will be, we're dodging, so 17 and 10. Both of those will miss. Hugo, you killed one of these
Yes.
wasps, and
did.
you heard Barnabas somewhere above you.
I mean, I would head to my floating chaos skull buddy, to be honest.
Right.
Do I see a sort of clear path to where I hear him?
So you know they went up this particular tunnel, right? So the
Okay.
first thing to do is spend your 20 feet of movement to get to the top of the tunnel, right?
Yeah, I'd go ahead and do that.
Okay, so you are now up to the north on your page here.
Okay.
And once you're here, you should be able to see him.
Yeah, I
As
think
he
I
is
could probably
glowing.
just see his glow around there.
Yep, so
I
you
will-
know
I
that
will-
he's up here.
I would psychically whisper to him and I'd say, Barnabas, how's it? Everything okay here? What's going on in this one?
V ran up the next tunnel, and I haven't seen Cyrus yet.
Have we found any sign of Francis?
Nope.
Well, perhaps you and I should search this cavern then, because to be honest, I'm making finding him somewhat of a priority.
There's a lot of celestial bodies, but you're right. I'll help you look. You
Okay,
spent
let's
20
let's
feet
do
to
a
get to here.
perimeter scan.
Perimeter
It could
scan.
take fucking forever, but yeah, I mean, I would just sort of
Roll me a
progress
perception.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Perception. That's a 9, unfortunately.
Yeah, so in this corner, you don't see Francis, but you see bodies like in the amber of the hive here, but none of them look like him.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I would be doing this realistically.
Okay.
So I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Barnabas will do the same. He will go up to the northern edge here and take a look around as well. Hugo! Don't see him!
Keep looking. There's it's a large chamber we're in.
What are we doing? As Lulu comes
We're
up
looking
from
for
the tunnel.
Francis Lulu. Sorry, I forgot. We're not linked up.
Yeah,
but,
no, it's okay.
We're just looking around the walls to see if we can find Francis.
Okay.
If you want to take the south, that would be helpful.
Don't see him. I don't see him.
Yes, I think we might have to, you know,
I
look
think
around
I
a
see
little.
an old friend of mine, though. Oh, God. Oh, gods.
Okay, you don't have to look at the walls if you don't want to. I'm not sure where else you would look in here, though, to be honest.
I'm just
Okay.
trying to find Francis. And Lulu begins to cry as she stares at the celestial body embedded in the wall, torn out from the inside.
I will incredibly awkwardly, because it's not Hugo's forte, be like, there, Lulu, and give her a little pat on the head.
You're very far away to
sure.
pat me on the head, but I
I have
understand.
very long arms. They're incredible.
Long arms.
I will psychically pat her on the head.
Okay.
And yeah, that's what I would be doing, searching for Francis.
Okay. The Hell Wasp continues to attack Trescott down here,
Come at me, Scrub Lord.
stinging and taloning. That is a 23 and a 26.
They actually finally hit. There you go.
I need a Constitution saving throw. And it will be 17 total piercing
22.
and 7 fire.
Is that 24 total?
24 total, and you make the save against the poison.
Jesus. Half my health.
Cyrus,
Yes.
it is your turn.
I'm still trying to. I mean, I guess it's correct for me to just. I still have a few key points left, so I'm just gonna keep trying to get myself out of this. I'm gonna hit the same one I hit last time, which, if I recall correctly, was the one above me.
One above, yep.
Only 13.
13 will miss.
24.
24 will find the mark for 8 points of damage as you continue to bludgeon away at this wasp. Still looks
And-
pretty healthy.
My bonus action shall be to dodge,
Okay.
and that is my turn. For what it's worth, I am still yelling.
Okay.
So freaking out, man.
Sting and Talons here at disadvantage. 8, 14, 13, 9. All of them will miss from the 2 on the ground next to you. V, it is your turn. You are currently holding on to the tunnel, trying to go upwards. The talons and stingers of the wasps near you, incredibly effective, as well as you can't really see them. What do you want to do? You can hear Cyrus. You can't see him, though.
He's right. He's like close to me though.
He is 15 feet away from you.
Okay. Are they blocking the tunnel to get out? Like, can I?
You don't know. You cannot see.
Cannot see. Okay. I would try to shout out to Cyrus. Cyrus, I need a light. I can't see anything to help you. I would try to. Now that I'm out of the vertical thing, right? I'm out of the vertical climb, or am I still like there's just it's stuck
You haven't
for
moved.
going up?
So you're still climbing vertically in this tunnel.
Okay. I mean, I'm climbing up then. If they two of them went to hit me, right?
Correct. There are 2 of them. You can't see them. They do indeed block your path. They occupy the 10 feet of this tunnel up until Cyrus. That remains before you can get to him. You just can't see them. So like you try to climb up and you're like bumping into them and trying to protect yourself as they slash down into you, right? You can't move past them.
Okay.
They're thick.
Yeah, they thick, I guess. I would try to climb back down. I don't know if they were right there, but I would go back down the tunnel.
Do you choose to disengage or are you just going to leave the area?
I would disengage. I would
Okay. You make your
try to
action
get back down.
to disengage, and this would put you back over on the same level as Barnabas
At the bottom.
and Lulu.
Barnabas.
What?
Barnabas.
Yes?
Luna, I can't see anything, and there seems to be a lot of them right above this. If you look directly above, you can see there's a couple of them right there.
Don't forget to mention that I'm there.
Cyrus is screaming. He's saying that he needs help, and I can't get to him. Can one of you come closer, Barnabas, so I can at least see up directly?
Oh, yes. Hugo had asked me to try and find Francis.
Oh, I think we're gonna need to rescue Cyrus first before we can look for Francis.
All right. Sorry, Hugo. I have to go be a light somewhere.
It's a light.
Hold to your true purpose, I see, Barnabas. Very well. Well, I'm going to remain looking for Francis.
Okay, and I would don the shield, I guess, at the bottom.
Okay. Prescott.
All right, it's you and me, Joel. What's whack?
Well, it's you and one of the me's. But yes, that is a 10, and unfortunately will miss.
How about this one? 12.
Also will miss. It clatters against the
I'm gonna die to
iron
one
exterior of the hell wasp.
Yeah, that's my go.
Francis.
Well, I guess I would. How far away am I now? I'm.
You started walking towards him, right? You still got sticky
Yeah.
legs. You are 85 feet away.
Okay, in which case I will. I guess I'll cast Eldritch Blast, targeting the wasp. So first one is an 11.
Yes, as it pings against the armor.
And
The 13 as well.
And then I'll keep stickily trudging along. And
Yeah,
I'm coming.
15 more
Stop,
feet.
I'm
You're 70 feet
coming.
away now.
But that's all I got.
Okay. One of these wasps turns around and pursues V towards the next floor.
Yay.
It does leave your attack range here. Cyrus, if you would like to attempt to strike at it with your reaction.
I assume I can only kind of like kick it,
Yeah, pretty much.
which is fine.
16, unfortunately, will not hit against its armored exterior.
It's fine. It was a free attack.
Barnabas shouts out as he's looking at V. V, behind you! Hopefully able to get your wits about you before it strikes. Having the sword donned, rather conveniently, because that is a 21 and a 21 to hit.
Oh my goodness.
So they will just miss you,
Oh, that's so
clanging
scary.
against the shield. And I think the shield at that, like, actually talks to you. It's like, Seems I'm still useful after all. The wasp up behind Cyrus, now not occupying the entirety of the tunnel. Will Sting and Talon here at disadvantage is going to be an 18 and a 13. Fortunately, you still maintain your shield of faith, and it will not be able to hit you. The last is the one above you that you've been striking at here. You Sting and Talon. It's going to be a 24 and a 20 to hit with disadvantage.
One of those hits me.
It is the Stinger.
Ah,
8 piercing, 10 fire, and a con save. Need 2 con saves. One for the poison, for the first, and one for concentration.
okay. So it's 18 total, right?
18 total. DC is 10 for concentration. We're going to do poison first.
Sheesh. Poison first. 20.
Make the save. Concentration next. 9.
No!
You lose the concentration on your shield of faith.
Crud.
You go. You hear
Yes.
the clanging of metal-like sword talons on a shield to your north.
Yeah, I would. God, this place is bloody massive. I mean, yeah, I'll run over towards V and, what up?
Yeah.
I would whisper on the way, and I would say, "Are you okay? I hear fighting."
Yeah, Cyrus is up there. There's a whole lot of them just surrounding him. I think he's in trouble.
Oh, good. He's awfully good at getting himself killed, isn't he? I'm here searching for Francis, who, to be honest, is somewhat more of a priority of mine. Can I see the hell wasp that is pursuing V?
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's kaboom time.
Excuse me, absolutely. Yeah, it's like, it's kind of half in the tunnel, slicing out and stinging. Yeah.
I'm gonna drop to a knee and be like, well, I really didn't want to fire this in here, and I apologize for the impending hearing loss, but oh well. And I'm gonna shoot it with my sniper rifle.
Absolutely.
Nidus
Which
is no joke,
a
kids.
16 to hit.
The 16, it will ping off of the iron-like armor of these
Goddamn you
creatures.
Iron-like armor creature.
Which is, that's a plus 11 to that. You literally need to just roll like an 8. And that hits.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty accurate. I can only do it once, but I'm pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do anything else. That's my action. So
Sure. Definitely
I
get the
will-
attention. As the shot rings out, though, you note that the dampening qualities of a rather squishy interior, no one loses their hearing.
Hooray!
None of this is
Wait till
like,
I
it's
fire
all
it
very
inside the demon
absorbent. Yeah, it's all very absorbent. Firing inside like the metal can is going to be an entirely different thing.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, that's my turn. I would sort of, be in the process of going to assist V, but I can't get any closer, so. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Barnabas is, I can't fire at it, but I do have a couple of spells at my disposal. He's going to cast a magic missile.
The best spell in
Pew, pew,
Dungeons
pew! And deals
It really
10
is.
points of damage directly to the wasp. Lulu hovers over to V, lays her gentle little trunk on you and goes, hang on, I've got a couple of these, all right? And heals you for 9 hit points.
Oh, you're the best.
Ah, Trescott. I'd say it's mono-y-mono, but you have some help, I suppose.
Please don't hit me, Joel. I might die.
It's a 26
That does hit me.
and a 15.
That does
The
not.
26 is the stinger
Of course it is.
for 9 piercing,
Of course it is.
9 fire, and a con save.
Lovely. Con save. 10.
You are paralyzed and poisoned.
Great. Awesome. Okay. I can.
Cyrus,
Hello.
there does seem to be a bit of an escape route, and by a bit, I mean one of them has opened up about 10 feet of move behind you.
How far down would the drop be?
If you were to just drop in this tunnel,
Yeah.
When?
it would likely drop you out of the hive.
Paper
what? Why?
like consistency.
Because these tunnels that you've been coming up are the same extended tunnels from the bottom of the hive.
The
Wait,
bottom
what?
map is
But
a
I've changed
side-on
directions.
view.
There were three tunnels,
Okay.
3 entrances, and
Okay.
yes, you've changed which tunnel, but like they do drop
Yeah,
onto like
Justin,
different
look at
floors.
The bottom image is a side-on view, so they're like
Oh,
slides
he
down.
can't currently see it because he
Oh,
does
he
not
can't
have
see
access
anything.
to everything.
Oh.
Hang on. Here.
That
Here's your
helps
side
illustrate
view.
what it is.
Oh. But there are turns in that.
There are some, yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, if you don't get stuck or don't stop yourself there, like, it does proceed all the way out of the bottom.
Right. So I'm based on things. I'm here.
You are currently here. Or, no, this one.
Okay.
So you're currently hanging on the edge at the top. Here, I'll move this so everyone at home can see what
Wouldn't
I'm
you take
pinging
like
right
4
now.
attacks if you go?
I mean,
in?
I could disengage and then just
Oh,
drop.
true.
You are right there at the edge, trying to get to the 3rd level.
Okay.
They are preventing you from doing that.
Okay. So if I'm there.
It's not 15 feet, obviously. Like, this is not...
Oh,
Just-
this
Yeah,
is not
it's
to
not
scale.
actual-
No,
Okay.
there would be no way.
Okay.
Like this chain down at the bottom is 100 feet long. Like that's
right,
there's
yeah.
this is not
Would-
to scale.
Would he like hear the fighting going on like down? I mean the arrows and stuff for the
I mean,
tunnel that
you
we're
heard
on
a
that we're trying
gun.
to help. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you hear
He could
V.
poke towards the gun
Yeah.
sound.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like 10 feet has opened up behind you to maneuver
Right.
downwards because one of the wasps has left. It's still there. Its butt is still sticking up, like here, right?
Go jump and
Yeah.
ride it.
Because I'm trying to keep my last key point to be able
mean,
to do
you know,
things.
You have an action. You can still dodge with that. You
Okay,
have
yeah,
some
I'll use
available movement here.
Yeah,
Just-
that's the thing. With my 45 movement speed, would I be able to get through the tunnel?
Yes. It kind of blocks the last exit there. Right? Like, its big old butt is blocking this. But you could get down to it. You would take 4 attacks of opportunity.
Well, not if I'm disengaged, right?
If you disengage, you are not dodging.
Right.
Unless you use a key point.
Right. I'm just trying to figure because 2 of them came up behind me. So does it like it widens at the top and they came one at a time?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of a way not to.
Like, what do you want to do?
I want to get out of the. I want to retreat essentially.
Okay. So do you intend to disengage?
Yes.
Are you going to use your key point for that? Is that one of those things, or are you going to use your action?
I believe I can dash, dodge, and disengage amongst the things that I have access to. But I think I'm just going to. Let me just make it dash, dodge, disengage. Yeah. But I think I'm going to use my action to disengage.
Okay. So you disengage and you move the 10 to 15 feet down to the butt of the wasp below you in the narrower tunnel. Narrowing of the tunnel.
It's just like full covering the exit.
Yeah.
Can I? Man, I'm not very. The issue is I'm not very heavy. I was gonna ask if I could like drop down on it.
You can certainly do that. No telling what that does, but you can do that.
Yeah. But theoretically, only 2 of the wasps could follow me in.
There are multiple entrances, but as of right now, they could only follow you pretty much one at a time. At the narrowing of this bottom tunnel here, it's
Right.
one at a time.
I meant from above.
Correct.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'll just. I'll just dodge with my key.
Okay. You are now down in the tunnel somewhat above the wasp that is blocking the exit there to V and the rest of the party, and you are dodging. Okay? All right. One of these wasps is going to follow you down. I'm going to make 2 attacks against you. With the disadvantage, he is going to... You do not have your Shield of Faith, do you?
Nope.
One of these is a 19.
Rip. That's exact my AC.
12 points of piercing damage. It is not
I
the
am
stinger. It is the
unconscious.
talon, and it rips into you.
Just
I
your
fall
unconscious
on
body
top
just
of the
falls
bee.
out.
Yep.
I
Your
now
unconscious
laying
body
on top of the other one.
lands here. It's not gonna
Oh.
let you stay there. So you get shaken off and continue to fall.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Cyrus's
I think
corpse.
fortunately, there's enough turns in this one that you were just like in the tunnel to this, like the bottom.
I would have seen
You
it
watched him like flop onto.
flop on him.
You can hear him.
Shakes in, and
You
then just
have some
continues
light
on.
now. You can see him. He flops down onto the body, unconscious, or onto the wasp. Gets shaken off, and continues falling downwards. Where you hear a squelching sound as he's contacted the ground there. Fortunately, all of these breaks in the falling means he doesn't take any damage doing this, but like, he's in the tunnel there, and like, having climbed this, you know without any active, like, something holding, he's gonna start sliding. Like, all of this is all angled downwards.
Okay.
The worst child's slide you've ever been on.
It really is. The
How do you
other
think John
wasps,
ended up in that basement?
however, are going to use their flying and climbing and dashing speed to make their appearance on the next floor. B, what do you want to do?
And you said if I don't do anything, he's gonna keep falling.
You, having climbed these tunnels, you understand that they are very slippery. There are parts that can stick, but like, you've had to actively sink your hands in and climb this thing because it is all like angled downwards. It's all slanted down. And you currently
Okay.
cannot see him.
And I can't see. Yeah, I don't have dark vision. Oh, that was Cyrus. I don't think he's okay. I can't see to go after him though. Hugo, what should we do?
Oh,
I honestly
I don't know.
think we decide and do it later. We are over time,
Oh, right.
and this is a pretty good literal hive hanger.
Yeah.
Not a cliffhanger.
Oh, no, a hive hanger. Trescott is
I
Good
totally
Trescott.
had you. I just needed to land one more attack,
Had
and
you.
you'd have been dead.
it's true.
I had you, sir.
Trescott is paralyzed. Francis is okay.
I know, of all the
But
people
nobody
sitting
Cyrus
knows.
is Cyrus
We
is
have a
once
little
again
baby larva in you.
precariously perched amongst or above a very long fall, unconscious.
He'll be fine. He fell from with that grappling hook scenario many sessions ago, so he'll be
If I were
fine.
conscious, I'd be fine. I can drop from like 70 feet, and there'd only be like a 0.6% chance that I take any damage at all. So if I was at max HP and I was conscious, I could reasonably fall from.
Yes, we've
Gosh,
all known you
probably, like-
falling from a longer height. Remember the last time that
No,
happened?
no. That was before I gained specific monktastic abilities.
Alright.
So yeah, I mean that's unlikely. I could
just
fall from like more than 100 feet and be fine.
I just hope Francis saves me. That's what I hope.
Let's
like a big
Okay.
180.
find out.
Trying to save
Francis, we're
him.
saving me.
It's like
Hurry, I'm
everybody
falling.
saves us, and then he has to come save us. It's like a bait and switch.
The real
Entire episode.
cyclical thing.
I mean, I
Fate-
would still have to climb up the chain.
It's the circle of strife.
Can't like climb the chains.
So,
Well, I just think we just turn Barnabas
Okay.
nuclear and fucking burn the whole place down.
I agree.
thanks for playing.
Hey, yes.
I'm
Thanks to
horrified.
everyone at home for watching. The hive has become much more deadly than I ever expected. We'll see how it goes.
Yep.
And bye.
I can't wait for 2 weeks when the episode's only 10 minutes long. Bye.